public. I assume that's the first thing that came through when we went live, so there you go.
Are we
Good
live?
start.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. If we're live, I'm still trying to find the stream here,
Yeah.
so I can see the chat and speak to you.
YouTube said we're live, and the Discord bot just pushed the notification, so
There we go.
those are all the indicators I need.
It appears we are live.
Even though sometimes YouTube just
Today,
doesn't
it's here.
push the thing. Hello. Welcome back to the show. Man, I'm so good at intros. I should be paid for this.
I just realized I almost unironically said, I hope everyone's been having a good weekend, and I was like, oh, that's like now that whole drama it's getting close to home.
I mean, with like the FNT guys, I mean, I've talked to some of them before, but I'm not like close to any of them. But it's just kind of funny to like kind of look over the fence, like, what's up with those oranges? What's happening?
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched the June the King video when it came out.
Yeah, that was a ride. I had no idea about most of the deep lore there.
I was always only like aware of the quartering, but that's all. And then I watched the video. It's like, oh, that's a wacky guy. That guy.
Well, I mean, he did get some money out of me with his game website, but I mostly kind of wanted to support it because I was like, oh, like some people I like are making videos on here, like Regs.
Yeah, long time
Regs
ago.
actually, he made I think a really good video on, definitely a great video on Quake. I feel like he made one on Titanfall. Voice in the June the King video, and I'm like, oh, Regs cameo. But yeah, no, like that. Yeah, I generally though I kind of want to stay away from that drama being at all like near me. But I have found it entertaining, and yeah, definitely I'm not going to pretend I don't know.
Fascinating to watch. That's a crash out of a generation right there. It's pretty.
Yeah, so
it's pretty fun.
Case study on how not to be a person on the internet. Yeah. Like it could be studied for generations.
Did you see like the most recent one? Like from today or last night or whatever, because apparently he or allegedly one of his editors deleted all of the TISM podcast episodes.
TISM?
They had a podcast with like Dankula and Bering, I think is his name.
Yeah, the Incredible Salt Mine. I just realized that TISM.
Yeah.
I wonder if that was on purpose.
I don't know, but yeah, apparently that's all been deleted from the original channel, which has been laying bare for a long time anyway. But still, it was all deleted, and now now it's seemingly he's blaming his editor or something because he wasn't clear about deleting something. I don't know.
I feel like it probably doesn't matter. Like at this point, the drama spotlight's been on him for long enough that you're not deleting anything. Everything's been archived by somebody.
I've already seen someone tweet. I was like, "Oh, don't worry, we all archived it already. Here's a full playlist."
I mean, yeah, like that very much would have been done like at least a month ago, if not several months ago at this point. But I think though the lesson to be learned though is if you're going through internet drama, don't get drunk. Put down the bottle.
Oh God, yeah.
It's probably the big one, and I honestly think that guy's best bet at this point is just leave the internet for a bit, go to rehab, get clean, and yeah, that's pretty much all he's got.
Yeah. Oh, we will cover the back rooms when it comes out. We were interested in it. Looked pretty good from the trailer.
Yeah, I was gonna say if you watched the trailer reaction episode that we did a couple weeks ago, where we were just going through a bunch of new movie trailers coming up, Backrooms was, I think, the one that we were most positive on.
Yes.
I did like. Was there actually any others that we even liked?
Not really.
Wish we had that Furious trailer. Metal sent me a trailer today that was actually really solid.
Yeah,
a bunch of guys in the raid. Yeah, and a new movie that seems like Taken if the people were better at martial arts.
Yeah, seems like a 3-people group or something, and it seems to be like a pretty straightforward save the family from the bad guys kind of dealio. They go around beating and killing people. So it looks pretty
That
fun.
fight, there's a fight where a guy goes into like a MMA octagon with a hammer that looked like something out of a Yakuza game. I was
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, looks like fun.
Is the movie an adaptation of the game?
This
Wait,
movie,
The
Exit
Furious or the
8,
movie we're
or
talking about today?
maybe Backrooms. He might be talking about
Yeah.
Backrooms, considering the thread of the
I
conversation.
mean, Backrooms, not the game, I think. I don't know if,
Was it originally a game? Isn't it
no,
like
the
kind of an
Backrooms is
internet
from,
phenomenon?
no, it's from the guy who has the YouTube channel because he's involved in the making of that movie as well.
Yeah,
Uh,
internet phenomenon. Like it's more like a
yeah, yeah.
thing that like the back rooms are a thing that exists, like urban legend style stuff. And I think there was actually several games that do back
Oh
rooms
yeah,
stuff.
there have been some. But the guy who originally made the that video footage, which he mainly made out of real things and some Blender stuff, while he was pretty young still, I think like 16 or 17, and yeah, he's involved in that. I think he's like the youngest producer director. I don't know what he is in that movie, uh, in A24 or something right now. But yeah,
Oh,
he's
neat.
completely involved in that, which bodes well, I think, because that gives it a good chance to keep the essence of what the back rooms are.
I mean,
But
yeah,
yeah,
like the trailer at least seems good. Apparently, though, Universal Conscript was speaking about Exit 8. But yes, we will be getting to Exit 8 because that is the primary topic of this episode.
yeah.
And
Also, apparently
yeah,
the stream is buffering, but that's probably YouTube because nothing looks amiss on my end.
we're too powerful.
No frame drops, no nothing. So yeah, hopefully it gets its shit together, but I don't see
One
anything.
would
My
hope.
VPN is off as well. So, oh yeah, it's actually buffering on my preview here in the dashboard. I don't know why though.
Well, we've got to
Sound
YouTube
good on my
them.
YouTube stream that I have open. So,
Um, okay. Do
uh,
I sound bad?
no, we sound fine. Like everywhere I check on my end, it sounds fine. Let me check on my phone. But the
Hmm.
buffering is definitely a flame. I don't know what that is, honestly.
Oh, okay, yeah, I just saw a buffer loop.
Let's see.
Chrissy,
Ah,
and then people saying
jeez. I just got a friend request on Steam, and also
Hmm.
my phone was super loud. Here, I'll
This,
mute myself and then check things out.
yeah, I mean
Oh God,
the sound
it's like a
is
quartering stream. We got technical difficulties off the hop.
uh yeah, I actually have no idea what to do about that because nothing is abyss on my end.
Should we stop the stream and then restart?
I don't know if that does anything.
I mean, with the standard. Yeah, you're in IT, you know, turning it off
I
and then
know, I
turning it back on
know.
is the first thing you try.
Let me check my phone here. Buffer. I mean, I don't know what the stuff with the sound is because
I mean, I just muted myself and then
yeah.
listened to it on my phone, and it seemed
I mean,
fine.
the audio
Like I
sounds fine, but the buffering is definitely an issue. Uh,
switch the internet off and on again.
I know, right?
We gotta send Kyle to go reboot the internet. It's a South Park reference right there.
Yeah, just
I feel
get
like I kind of feel like I should still
the
keep
big
talking to
button.
fill the dead air, but I guess at the same time, if we do get things sorted out, I don't want to say anything too like
Yeah.
meaty and fun.
The one day I catch a stream live and this happens, so it's your fault. See, we
Wild boar,
found the culprit.
we shall have our vengeance
I haven't
against.
seen a buffer circle in like 2 minutes on my end. Maybe it fixed itself by now. Chat, let me know, cause I don't
Speaking
know.
of wild boars, I have seen two horror movies where, well, I mean, one of them I don't know if I'd call a horror movie, but I've seen two movies recently in which a woman fights a bad CGI boar.
Mm.
It happens in Send Help, the Sam Raimi one with Rachel McAdams and Dylan O'Brien, I think is the guy's name.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Dylan O'Brien, the guy from American Assassin. And the other one is The Strangers Chapter 2, which was fucking horrible. Like there's a trilogy of Strangers movies that I don't know if it's a reboot or supposed to be a prequel or something, but it's The Strangers chapters 1, chapter 2 and chapter 3. I watched them all just out of the after the first one, which I think I've spoken about on this stream. It's the one where the guy has the shotgun and he has it on one of the stranger people and then moves closer into point blank range and is like waiting to shoot. When I'm just like, this person has been trying to kill you for this whole movie. You have a shotgun trained on her face. Just pull the trigger, and then he ends up dying. But yeah, that's a trilogy, and the second two are not any better. And yeah, I've confirmed it by watching all three of them. They're all very bad. But in the second one, I think they needed to pad some time. So as she's trying to escape from the strangers through the woods, they have her fight a fucking boar.
Oh, as you do.
And then later on, they do a flashback to when the strangers are children. And it's like he was training the boar. He's like, I'm going to just do whatever I want. So it's like retroactively implying that that boar was trained to like hunt the lady down. It's like, this movie is so fucking dumb. However, I do recommend The Strangers, the original movie with like Liv Tyler. That is a good ass horror movie. Never watch any of the sequels, prequels, reboots, whatever they've done. There's 4 more because there was the second one after the original, and then this new chapter 1, 2, 3 trilogy. All very, very bad.
I don't know what to do.
Oh, and apparently the buffering is worse. Okay, good, because I've just been talking about bad horror movies. And the original Strangers movie, which was good. But I didn't say too much about that one. You should just watch it. But yeah, like, I don't know, Metal, do you want to try, like, taking the stream down and firing it back up?
I'm just going to close OBS really quick, because that shouldn't stop the YouTube page, I think.
Okay.
And then I can start up the stream again. I think that should work.
All right.
Let me see.
I don't know. I gotta try to. Seen The Sopranos before.
Streaming?
I was in The Wire, Boardwalk Empire, and The Sopranos. And True Detective Season 1, but True Detective Season 1 is the anomaly because the second season of True Detective is weird and kind of strange, but like I guess kind of it's got some okay elements, but it's just messy and not as much fun. Rachel McAdams also in that actually. Third season kind of okay. It's just not very interesting, and the ending kind of sucks. And the fourth season is utter dog shit. It's so bad. Are we back and functional now? I've just been kind of vamping about HBO shows I've been watching.
We're just talking to the void.
Well, I'm trying to just say things that are like semi-interesting, but maybe people might not care about all that much. Because I'm like, I don't know if they can hear me, so I don't want it to be dead air. But at the same time, I don't want people to miss the good content.
Let's see.
60 seconds. Okay, I think we might be good. We're at least a minute.
I closed OBS and just reconnected. Maybe there was like.
So it was Metal's computer's fault.
I just assume there was like a dodgy route on the way to YouTube somewhere or something. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of a pun or segue with dodgy, and I can't do it. But yes, True Detective Season 1 is amazing. 2 is weird and poorly done, but like has some interesting things. 3 is kind of okay, but just I don't know, kind of the ending sort of sucks and makes it less interesting. And 4th season, never touch it. However, I do recommend Boardwalk Empire, The Wire, and The Sopranos. I'm currently on season 3 of The Sopranos. Although I have watched it before, so this is the one that I'm not just watching for the first time all the way through. Like I have seen all of it. Great though, I like it holds up. I do recommend it if you're looking for mafia stuff. But yeah, I guess so. Before we got through all the technical issues, we were kind of talking about Backrooms and Exit 8 and I guess liminal space horror as a genre, a subgenre. Subgenre would probably be the word. What if you don't like detectives? Well, I mean, True Detective, yeah, I guess it does focus.
That's my.
Sorry.
Watch something else if you don't like detectives.
Well, I mean, like True Detective, like I don't know if it's detective. so Russ Cole, like Matthew McConaughey's character, not your typical detective. I wouldn't compare him to pretty much any other character in any other show, to be
Hmm.
honest. He's really interesting and unique and cool. But yeah, I still think you should watch True Detective season 1, even if you don't like detectives.
I didn't
But I
even
mean, The
put on my
Wire, The
trains.
Sopranos, Boardwalk Empire, there's detectives in them, I guess. But well, I guess The Wire kind of focuses on them. But The Wire focuses as much on the gangsters as it does on the detectives.
There we go. Okay, I think now everything is sorted. I think we're good.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's see here. A dodgy internet. That reminds me of the dodgy RAM prices, which means Steam stuff is slower. Fucking nailed it, bro. It nailed it,
Yeah,
man.
there you go. Yeah, sadly, I can't give you my impressions of the Steam controller because while I was able to acquire one on like the first launch and that golden half hour of availability, it arrives tomorrow. So it's a lot of the American people have theirs already, but I guess it took an
Yeah.
extra day to get to Canada. It arrived at the FedEx distribution center that's like half an hour away from my house at 11 a.m. on Friday, but apparently not in time for them to put it on a truck and bring it to my house. But hey, next week I'll give you my impressions of the Steam controller. We did also hear though that I think like 50 tons of game consoles were
Yeah.
shipped to Valve recently, so I've actually got my fingers crossed selfishly that it's the frame, the VR headset, because that's sort of the thing I'm looking forward to most. But hey, if it's the Steam machine, that'll be a nice little
Yeah.
entry point for a lot of PC gamers, or like a companion unit for people who have a PC at a desk setup and want something that's. You guys hear my dogs barking? Sorry, they
It was
just started going nuts.
very low
Yeah, maybe
volume.
that's my Steam controller. Maybe FedEx decided to work on Sunday after all. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think it'll be also nice. I was going to say the Steam machine would be a nice thing, but if you've got a good PC that you use at a desk, if you want to play some of those games on your TV, but you don't want to be a psychopath like me and have full-blown desktop PCs connected to TVs,
Well,
then yeah.
I also want a Steam frame, but that's not gonna be in my budget up until the end of the year. So I'm definitely not getting one of the first batch if it's
Ah,
in this one right now, because my index is having some wear and tear over the years. I played hundreds of hours of Beat Saber with that fucking shit, and I don't know, other VR games with friendos, and currently I'm playing Into the Radius 2 co-op with a friendo, and one of my controllers is dodgy with there's like this one button you have to press, which is like kind of touch. That starts to go apparently. Like it sometimes it doesn't let go of stuff, which is a bit annoying when you want to get rid of your gun or something. Like one of the things has broken off because I put it down too fast or something. I've used
oh,
it a
on the
lot.
controller, the controllers are so good. I actually kind of hope that I can use the index controller for the frame games because I love those controllers. They're great.
Well, the new controllers with the like with the Steam frame, they actually have like a normal pushy button for the thingy on your palm for the palm
For
button.
the grip
The
sensor
grip
thing.
sensor. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, but
That's strange because the controller, like the Steam controller, has a grip sensor for activating gyro on and off. It's
mm,
like one of the options you can use, or it's like, hey, if you start holding your controller with one hand, you can move it around like it's a mouse. And yes, actually, 8-bit Do controllers. I just looked at what Vlad Daskaliuk. I'm gonna just say Vlad. What Vlad was asking about? Yeah, 8-bit Ultimate V2 is what I use primarily. Actually,
8-bit
they're
do.
inexpensive. They have gyro controls. You if you're using it on a Linux rig, I think the only downside is you kind of have to find a Windows computer to download the software and set up your profiles for button mapping for the back paddles and things like that.
Mm.
But if you also have a Windows rig or a Windows partition, then you can do that there and it saves it all in the controller. So if you then hook it up to your Steam Deck or any other controller or any other system, it's already got your hotkeys and controller profiles. And yeah, they're about $30 less than a Steam controller. The difference is, I mean, again, I can't really directly compare to the Steam controller because mine's not here yet. But the things that the Steam controller has, which the the 8-bit Ultimate V2 does not have, are the trackpads and 4 back paddles as opposed to 2, and I guess those grip sensing thing. And though Linux, I have still been trying to primarily use Linux whenever I can. It's been my goal this year that I want my Steam recap to say that I was on Linux more than Windows. And yeah, the Metro games surprised me in that I was having trouble getting it running. I tried it on my Windows computer first, and Metro 2033 Redux was having a lot of issues. I downloaded some mods to try to fix it, and it just seemed kind of borked. But then fired it up on my Steam Deck, noticed it was flawless, and then went to the Linux like desktop build, like on a 4K TV that I have, and it runs perfectly there too. And I was like, wow, just like I found the game that just works flawlessly on Linux and is barely functional on Windows. And I'm now on Last Light, and that game opens strong, I gotta say. It's presentation wise, big step up from 2033.
Nice.
And it's been years since I played them, so it's been nice to go through those again. But anyways, I think though that it'll be interesting to see how they do the whichever it is, if it's the machine or the frame that they're releasing next.
Yeah.
How I imagine they'll probably use the same reservation system that they're using for the Steam controllers now. Like you basically put your name in a queue and then you get an email, and when you get the email you have 3 days to decide whether or not you want it, and then you pay for it at that point and they ship it. And the big question is going to be, what are they going to cost?
Yeah.
For me, I've been kind of squirreling money away into my Steam account in anticipation of this hardware coming out, basically since like last summer. I'll like just when I've got some extra money, I throw like $100 on my Steam account. So it does make it easier for checking out when the servers are overloading, when you're just paying things out of your Steam wallet. And so hopefully I've got enough in there for the frame.
Nice.
I don't think I'm going to get a machine unless I just get, curiosity gets the better of me. But at the same time, I think I'm going to, saying as I don't need it at all, I'm just going to leave the stock for the people who really want it and need it. And maybe I'll pick
I might pick it up instead of a laptop, because Steam Machine is not going to be very big. I can just chuck that in my backpack when I'm going over to Mute Place. I just use that instead of a laptop.
Yeah, I mean, like I think if I got one, it might give me that like, maybe I should go to QuakeCon, but I should save money. Steam money I have in my account right now, my Steam account. But if I was going to go on a vacation, with which I would be using a Steam machine, that would then cost me more money. And yeah, I'm trying to be financially responsible as I talk about buying a whole bunch of Steam hardware. But yeah, I think though that it'll be interesting to see how the stock for the controller changes over the next little bit, and how they handle the rollout of both the frame and the machine. And I wish Valve good luck, because I think they're a good company in that they seem to actually give a shit about the customer's experience and less about, well, I mean, they don't really care about pleasing shareholders because they don't have shareholders. I mean, obviously they want to make money, but they can just kind of make decisions that are like, yeah, well, why don't we do this? Because that'll be something that people will enjoy and want to patronize our platform for. And I think they could be a nice lesson to the other game companies out there. Can you hear Rocky barking when I'm talking? Because he's like super loud to me. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Not super loud, but you can hear like a little in the background. Yes.
Yeah, no, there is something happening outside the house that he is not happy with. JoJo's right in front of me though, and she's funny enough, this is a moment they're hearing Rocky and not JoJo. JoJo's in front of me, not growling at all. Yeah. Rocky's losing his shit at the front of the house.
It's funny when you see something online about I don't know, Gaben talking about a yacht or something, and people are like, yeah, it's fine, he deserves that.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you treat your customers like normal human beings and don't just do all the shady shit. Like, they're not perfect, obviously. They've done their missings in the past, but it's by far like the best platform out there. And yeah. So
there is a reason why people choose to use Steam over other platforms. And I think the one great thing they're doing right now is that ARM translation layer. The what do they call it? Fex, I think is the name of it. Because that's now made it so that you can install Steam OS on ARM devices, including, I believe, someone installed it on a Nintendo Switch, Switch
Hmm.
1. But that's kind of wild. And well, it's not an ARM device. I think also recently someone figured out that you can install Steam OS on a PS5 as long as it's before 3.0 firmware.
No, that's fun.
So yeah, I think that hopefully that will finally teach console people the thing that I've been trying to tell them for years is that like guys, a console is just a PC that
Yeah,
they don't let you do as much stuff with. That's it.
pretty
They're the
much. Yeah.
same thing.
Also, I turned myself up a little bit, as Chad said. Let me know if that's fine or too much. Um,
Ah, no, I don't want to update anything right now. I just got
update everything.
Discord. Discord's making me do an update in the middle of a Discord call. If I get disconnected, I'm sorry.
That's fine. Discord for me normally just has like a little green arrow that indicates like there is an update when you close the thing next time, which I do every night, obviously, when I turn off my PC.
Either that or I've been hacked. And Slumpy says a console is only good if the console is cheap. And yeah, that might be a bygone era.
Well, they just upped the prices for the PS Pro, and also now the Switch 2 is going
Switch
up
to,
as
you know.
well. It's like, man, this is just getting less and less interesting to buy a console. Like, goddamn. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, there's one or two routes that. Okay, now JoJo's going nuts because
Uh-oh.
Rocky has returned. But there's one or two routes that they can go with the consoles, and I think that they're going to do the one that sucks more, which is try to lock off a bunch of exclusive content to make people feel like they have to buy that specific box, or just do what it seems like Xbox is doing with their next console and just saying, yeah, fuck it. It's going to be a PC that is going to have like a bunch of like Steam Machine style. It's going to have a bunch of the console comforts, but, and you play Xbox games on it, presumably all the Xbox games like 360 or sorry, I guess Xbox One and forward. And I guess whatever ones are backwards compatible for 360 and stuff because those aren't x86. And yeah, but then you can also install Steam on it or, Riot or GOG or Epic or whatever you
Yeah.
want. And I think that making it seem like, yeah, we're just going to take the chains off these devices. You can play in our like walled garden, as people like to call it, with like all the locks on the gates if you don't want to leave it. However, because it's just a powerful piece of hardware that you've spent a fair amount of money on, if you want to do other shit with it, you can, and
Yeah.
I think that would be the better route to go. But I almost think there's zero chance Nintendo is doing that this decade. I hope they
Right.
eventually do it, but I mean, ultimately though, the hey Nintendo games will always end up on PC thing is proven true yesterday when Twilight Princess Dusk, the name of the source port for Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, one of the Zelda games that was trapped at 30 FPS, now runs at whatever the hell frame rate your display and hardware can manage.
Yes.
Jojo, Rocky's being a good boy now. Stop it. Now they've switched. But yeah, it's and yeah, I've fired it up on both the Windows PC and Linux PC. It runs great on both of them. I'd like to figure out a way that I can change the or sorry, transfer save files between them. Otherwise, I've just got to kind of pick which one I'm playing
Oh,
on
yeah,
and go
right.
for it.
Well,
But yeah,
I mean to play Twilight Princess at some point anyway, and I'll probably
yeah,
gonna
I've
just
never
play
played
that
it.
That version then.
That would be the one to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say so. Because there's also source ports of Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time, and outside of that, Star Fox 64, which is also coming to Switch too, I guess, but in a
Is that exciting for
new
people?
remake.
I saw it as like, yeah, I guess it looks nice, but
I think it's bizarre. In a way that I do want to play it because I like Star Fox, and I did recently play the source port. I actually was on I'm kind of forgetting. Goes Nowhere Does Nothing, I think was the name of the channel where we did like a race through Star Fox 64 with three people, but
I
we were
remember you
playing the
mentioning
source
that like a
port.
while ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So it was I think about a year ago, but yeah, no, I enjoyed doing that. So I'd like to check out the new Star Fox game, but I think the art style is bizarre. It looks It kind of does look like the Nintendo hire this man meme of like the Unreal Engine Mario,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's Star Fox, or like I think I've seen some funny memes with like DLSS on, DLSS 5 on, off, but it's like the new Star Fox and like Star Fox Assault. Um, and yeah, so I'm gonna give it a shot. It's not something we're gonna do a forge on because Metal doesn't have a Switch 2, and I am sure shit not gonna recommend that he buy one.
No.
But yeah, I'll
No,
play
thank
it. That's
you.
what I used the rest of the Nintendo credit that I got from my dad for Christmas that I was discouraged from buying anything with. That said, as much as I'm happy that Nintendo is releasing this game cheaper, it's $50 US, still $70 for me.
Hmm.
So I'm like, man, this cheaper Star Fox game is still like it's hitting that number that like at least the Americans are viewing as what should be just the base price. But I guess as far as comparing it to Nintendo games, at least it's not $115 before tax. But yeah, I think the weird thing about it though, the thing more so than the art style, seems like there's a lot of cutscenes in it. Nintendo seems to be making some moves that are be like, oh yeah, we can do the Sony type game too, and you could see it for sure in Metroid Prime 4, and it looks like they're doing it with Star Fox now, and it's really making me think what they're going to be doing with the next Zelda game,
Yeah.
because are they going to go full movie game but it's Zelda?
Who knows? Metal, you
Yeah,
don't want a big ass paperweight with no worthwhile games? No, I already got a PS5.
But yeah, no, as the owner of a Switch 2, I don't think I would recommend it to anyone, really. Like, sure as shit, not for Metroid Prime 4. And what I mean, haven't played the Donkey Kong game, but I did also hear that it had a bunch of like crazy frame drops, and I knew that would annoy me. So, yeah. What else is there? Like, I mean, is there anything else that people are talking about a Switch 2 for?
I barely hear anyone talk about a Switch 2 in general, so.
Oh, Kirby Air Riders. I don't know. I guess that looked okay. I just don't know if that's really my kind of thing. It's more like kind of a simplified racing game that I think has some skill-based aspects to it, but it's more. I think it's like you only use one button for Kirby Air Riders. Isn't that the thing? I guess I'm not directly asking you. I'm kind of asking chat
Yeah,
more
yeah,
so.
yeah.
I've not played it and not really looked into it too much, but yeah, I think honestly the big thing with Switch 2 is some of your Switch games can run at a better frame rate, but they like charge you $20 or $10 for Americans, I guess, but $20 here just to make it so that, hey, you want to have Tears of the Kingdom run nicely? Guess what? You're gonna have to give us money.
Yeah, give us
And
some more
I'm not crazy.
money. Eh.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd say that like best bet stick to PC because it's yeah, a platform that you've got a lot of options for saving money and increasing performance with. Like you could probably spend 5 years playing games on PC for $100 and like have like just a shitload of games that will take you forever for, and that's not including all like the free to play games that you
Yeah.
could get. And if you just go for emulators and rip games that you've already got like discs to get the ISOs,
Game Pass is
then
still pretty good for what it is. If
oh
you
yeah,
if you
Game Pass.
can't afford to buy full price games all the time, they have like a bunch of titles on there. Humble Choice just throws games at you every month for like $12 or whatever it is. I need
Yeah,
to fucking go on a redeeming craze again. I still haven't done it in like months.
yeah. I think they put a time limit on them now. I think you
There's a
have
couple
like
of them, yeah.
six. Yeah, you have like 6 months, I think, to redeem them, which sucks because I kind of liked having a bank of keys that if I wanted to throw somebody a birthday present, I could just
Yeah.
be like, hey, what game do I have a key of that this person might like?
Yeah, I need to update my list and then send them around again. I already got rid of Assassin's Creed Valhalla,
Yeah,
for
I redeemed
example.
that one, I guess, in the event that I'd ever want to like see, what was this one like, but I don't know. I didn't realize I didn't have Crisis 3 remastered, so that was one that came out this month for it
Yeah.
that I redeemed. And yeah.
Yeah, and obviously all the indie games, as Karen just pointed out. Look Outside, for example. That can give
Well,
you
yeah, I mean,
tons
yeah,
of
like I said,
hours.
like $100 that could buy you like one game. I guess here I'll say $80. So buy one Switch 2 game, or you can get like 50 games on Steam,
Yeah.
or like 10 really solid ones. And yeah.
Yeah. Options, options,
Okay.
options.
We've been asked to begin talking about the movie.
We do that when we feel like it. Shut
Yeah.
up. Which is coincidentally would be probably now. So you win this round.
That is fair. We were kind of wrapping up on our hey, what's been going on in the world stuff. But hey, I mean 40 minutes, that's not our longest intro.
No,
thing. I
no,
mean,
no, no. The thing is, I don't really have anything new to talk about. I just been streaming, look outside, and then I don't know, do other stuff offline. That's it.
there you go. Look at me co-hosting, talking
Start
about all the video gamey news.
started editing the MCU Phase One, the rando flim flam. So
Yeah.
that's currently cooking up, but that's about it. That's all I got. That's all
I hear it's
I
be a
got.
chunky boy.
Phase One?
No, well, didn't you say the rant that you're working on editing together is I don't want to spoil your stuff, but
No,
you
no.
gave me.
What I meant earlier is the supercut that Joe Danger is currently making.
Oh, okay.
That will most likely be coming out on the coming Friday. You better take a day off, guys. It's a long one.
I guess
So,
we'll address it when we get to the super chats, but yeah, no, that was a thing people have been talking about that I did not really have much interest in at all. But hey, yeah, that's a
oh god, it
preview for
actually
the end of
came
the
out.
episode when we
Fuck.
talk about super chats.
Let me tell you this much: if I ever play this one, this is gonna be an incentive game. I'm not gonna just play it because that shit looks fucking boring.
I guess Lumpy just gave you $10 towards it. How much is that game, anyways?
I don't know. Nobody knew about that fucking game before it was mentioned by that fucking IGN thing. And now people are talking about it. I think it's like barely any people playing it on Steam either. I don't fucking know what this is even about.
I
Anyway.
think I could have sworn that wasn't that because I think Miss Slaughter might have brought it up as one of the games she was looking forward to this year, and like I could see maybe thinking it's interesting by the trailer, but man, seeing some of the gameplay, I'm like, I don't know, I don't think this is my kind of thing at all.
Gameplay.
And
Yeah, I just saw a lot of walking around.
I thought I saw one clip where someone was like, "Hey, this doesn't have a fail state at all, and you don't have to play. You're just running
Yeah.
from something and jumping over fences, and you don't actually have to touch any buttons." I'm like, all right, video games.
Yeah. Anyway.
Speaking of video games,
Video games.
I played a video game
Yeah.
immediately after watching a film based on that video game.
Whoa, you did the wrong way around. That's
Yeah.
illegal.
Well, I mean, I wasn't sure. Like, I watched the trailer for the game, and I was like, I don't know if this is going to be very interesting to me, but maybe I'll watch the movie and it'll pique my interest. And that happened almost immediately. I was like, got like halfway through the movie, I was like, man, I do kind of want to play this game because especially there's a few moments where the main character is like disregarding what is very clearly one of the anomalies, which we'll explain when we get there. But I'm just like, I feel like I'd be very good at this. Some of the anomalies in the game are very, very subtle, though. So the rules that I figured I would be super in tune to and make me like a pro star player, where I'd be able to get through it, no flaws, first try. Yeah, I was playing that game for like an hour and a half, and it's not very long. Like it's if you do know what you're doing and like are actually good at it, you can get through a playthrough of Exit 8, the video game, in 5 minutes. Like no joke. Like I've actually probably sent Metal some clips of me getting through the game in that time or less.
Yeah, I have the one you said I should play because that's like the 16-minute one. I just have that running in the background.
So
Okay,
here's one where I do fail a few
but
times.
before you go into
yeah,
that, you're already into the game. Let me just
yeah, I was gonna
tell the people what the fuck this game even is about or what this
yes.
is. So essentially, it's I think the genre has been deemed like anomaly hunting or something along those lines. I don't know if it's
I'd say it's sort of a similar type of game as PT, in that like you've got a looping hallway with paranormal elements that happen in it. And while in PT you have to actually interact with things and like kind of solve a puzzle in a more traditional way, here you have two choices: keep moving forward or turn around and go back.
Yeah.
And you it's all based on your, I guess, perception. For example, here, the man that's walking down the hallway is embiggened. Like
Yeah, he's
he's
bigger
super
than
tall.
the base thing. So the first room, the first hallway you see is, I think every time like level 0 is like the base. So you have this one. This is your essentially your play field. You have a bunch
Yeah.
of posters. You get some doors, some ventilation, lamps, all this shit on the floor, the yellow line, stuff like this. And the rules are: don't miss an anomaly. If you see an anomaly, turn back in immediately. If you don't see an anomaly, just keep on going. Get to exit 8, which is why the game is called Exit 8. And if you
Yeah.
fuck it up, the counter that you see here, no, here, wait, which one is it? There it is. The counter there on the left, that starts at 0. It is currently here on 3. If you fuck it up, this goes back to 0 and you have to
Yeah.
go again. And I think it's randomly generated, right? So you don't get the same one on every run. There's like a pool of
Y-
anomalies that can happen, and they get fed in to what
Correct.
else.
However, it's not totally random because in a given run, if you see an anomaly, you will never see that anomaly again.
Oh, okay, okay.
So it is like the more you play it, the better
Oh no,
you'll
his face.
get at it because you'll know anomalies, and then by process of elimination, you'll be able to say, okay, I'm checking this spot, that anomaly is not happening, this one isn't, and like so this one, like the guy's face is essentially glitched out, and that's not the game fucking up. It's like that is the anomaly, that his face is made up of the texture of the tiles. And where your first run will probably be the most intense because there's going to be so many times where you're at the end of that hallway thinking, okay, it's okay for me to go forward because I definitely didn't see any anomalies. And you're just like, oh God, I feel like there was something wrong with this one. So here the guy just stopped. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, it doesn't normally stop, therefore an anomaly. Some of them are super clear, and here he follows you, and they kind of do this one in the movie too, where he's just always behind him.
Yeah.
I was checked in. Oh, and look, there you go. I got the achievement for all the anomalies. So now that I've seen all the anomalies, I think what I do here is I just try to sprint because I'm like, okay, I've seen all the anomalies. So now is it just clear shot like exits 1 through 8? And I'm like, oh, nope.
Still have to look
I was
forward.
like, so I just bolted past an anomaly there. And once you have seen them all in a given save file, it they reset. So now all of them are back on the table. And I this is kind of one of my longer playthroughs that I sent Metal because I'm like, okay, now I have to be dealing with every single anomaly. And I was like, oh, okay, let's just make sure that that wasn't a fluke. Although I guess I lucked out on that one, and I just got to hallway 2.
Yeah, on the next
And I
one.
think here I just confirmed that yes, it will reset me. Yeah.
So still gotta
Okay.
look out.
Yeah, so and I think what's neat here is now I've got like essentially a fresh run or the equivalent of a fresh run, and I know that I can be looking for every single anomaly, and that's what I do for the rest of this one. But I had a lot of fun poking through this game and trying to see what its limits were. There's a couple anomalies that can kill you. I didn't let any of them kill me because they're pretty easy to avoid because they seem very clearly dangerous, and if you just turn around and run the other way, you're fine. But on this playthrough, I did let some of them kill me, and it resets you to 0.
Right, right,
If
right.
now if you do want at any point, you can delete your save data, and then that'll just like refill the anomaly pool. And
Ah,
so
okay.
that one, see that the vents are bleeding there,
Mm.
and so that was an easy one to spot. And but yeah, so say it's like you want to show someone else the game or something like that. At any point, you can press start, and it'll just say delete save data, and then it just resets it so that all the anomalies are back on the table. And yeah, it's it's a neat game, and I think that the movie does a very good job of adapting and expanding upon this premise while adding characters in that have stories. Now, those stories don't get explored very deeply, but yeah, I think that it's similar to in a lot of ways. Actually, it's pretty similar to oh God, why am I blanking on the name?
I
The
don't know.
Markiplier movie, Iron Lung.
Ah,
Uh, Iron Lung, in that it's a very focused, like bottle horror movie. It's just this environment and this environment only for the most part. Simple concept, some characters that you learn a little bit about, but it's kind of mysterious as to what exactly their backstory and deal is. And you're just in this space trying to like grapple with the horror of it as well as the challenge of the game because while I mean obviously it's a game during this video game that you're seeing footage of me playing, it is also a game in the film in that he's essentially in a challenge that has rules.
Yeah.
Now this was one where I think that I honestly did not notice that I missed an anomaly on that one.
Yeah, I couldn't
Like
tell.
for a second, I was like, wait, what the fuck? I was like, 'cause I feel like I know all the anomalies at this point, and I really didn't see any of them. But it might have been one of the really easy to miss ones, like the posters get a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Spot that one. The top of the poster is halfway between two tiles. So if you look at them, and at any point it's touching like the grout. Oh, that's a creepy one. The ghost face lady poster.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
like five
if the
seconds ahead or so because of delay, obviously. But yeah, that one was.
But I'm saying is like that one, it's like you got to keep an eye to see if the posters are touching the grout. Like if they're touching the grout line of the tile, then you know it's not in the middle of the tile,
Yeah,
and
it's not.
so you don't have to like count them. You can just tell that they've grown because yeah. But I like this though. It's an interesting. Almost like that. You ever play those games at a bar on like a touch screen where they show you two pictures and it's like you gotta touch the differences?
Oh yeah,
Like it's
yeah.
like how is this picture different than that one?
I
Because
I
they
I
photoshopped a couple of
I
different
played
things.
those back in the days in like the magazines. They had those and with like little comic figures or something. It's like find the
Yep.
differences. It's like there's no
Or
banana on the right one. I found it.
yeah, exactly. So I think this Exit 8, the game at least, is it's almost a more sophisticated version of that. Depending on which anomalies they are. Like I said, some of them are super obvious, and I'd say if anything bothers me in the movie that I'm sure we'll get to as we go through it, there are times where there's just a blatantly obvious anomaly. That's another
Mm,
creepy one. The big eye is on the little poster girl.
yeah.
Yeah, some of them I'm just like, dude, turn around and run. Turn around and run. This is very obviously an anomaly. You don't need to really fuck around and wait. Just go. Um, but yeah, but I mean, again, my first playthrough, I was stuck in this place for quite some time because it took me a while to see a few of the anomalies that are kind of tricky. And yeah, but hey, I mean, this game though, it's like $4 Canadian, so I can only imagine it's probably like $2 for Americans or Europeans or English
I think I checked
folk.
earlier. I think it was like €3 something.
Yeah,
Hang
it
on.
is not
Exit
expensive.
8. Oh, four. It's €4. Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
It,
it's a cheap game.
Yeah, and I think it was engaging. I enjoyed playing through it, and I think that if it does not seem like the kind of thing you would want to play, then I would actually recommend watching the movie because that might give you the push simply because the protagonist is in that situation, and you just might think, hey, I can do this better than
It's
this guy.
kind of funny in a way because when you watch the movie, it kind of feels like you're playing a game as well. Because as soon as they go to like a new level, if you will, you like start looking around yourself, like, oh, maybe I can spot what they haven't spotted, or
Yeah.
maybe something like that. So that's kind of fun.
Oh, I think. Wait, is that were the posters growing on that? No, no, okay, because I think I did get the poster growing one here. They might have been actually, and I think
Oh,
I
there's the
just didn't
water.
pay
Oh, I didn't know the
attention.
water one was in here as well.
Oh yeah, I think I let it kill me here just to see what the fail state is for it. It's less intense than it is in the movie,
Yeah,
and it looks like blood as opposed to just water.
yeah. But yeah,
I
that's
was like, maybe I'll let it kill me. I was like, what happens? And yeah, that just goes black, and then you reset.
yeah, no massive gore, unfortunately. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and like I
basically
get the
yeah.
lights off one happens too, and there are no creepy critters in
Uh,
the in the game.
oh, I guess I just stopped on a jump scare. Oh, there's a man on the end of the corridor. Oh God, he's running at you. You got stuck on the.
Oh yeah, sorry. Am I behind? I knew. Yeah,
I mean, there's
that
a little
was
bit of a delay.
the guy made of tiles.
Yeah, the tile man. He does look a bit funny though, I gotta say.
He's easy to spot though. Like you can usually pretty clearly see him from all the way down the hall.
Yeah.
And that was just the only time that I didn't immediately turn around and run. I was like, what happens if I actually run towards it? And I was like, do I just walk past him? Is he supposed to just be blending and camouflaged and that's it? And then he started running at me and I was like, oh no.
I was trying to see if there's any other one in here. Oh yeah, there's the two agents or something. I don't know what's up with
Yeah,
those guys.
they kill me too. And because I was like, what happens if I walk past them? They were just like, come play with us, Danny.
Oh no.
Forever and ever and ever.
Yeah, that is the gist of the game.
Yeah, simple concept. It's Unreal Engine 5, but it's just a hallway, so it tends to not run crappy.
Yeah.
And
Which actually, where's the thing there? Because I made a little screen grab of the game versus the. Why is Windows? Are you okay? Oh, there you go.
no, Windows is not open.
It just shat itself, opening the fucking picture for some reason. Hang on, let me get this here.
Actually, no, Anna, I did not take the false exit out.
Holy shit. Okay, so here's a funny thing. Apparently, I haven't used the image source in a while because I just opened it and wanted to click on browse. The last thing I put on there is from Arcane Season 2, where you see Warwick hanging from the fucking rafters. Wait, Season 1 actually. That's funny. That was a long time ago. That was Forge number 120.
Arcane still makes me sad.
Yeah, absolutely. I was kind of
It's
hoping.
one of those things too, because I'm like, man, can I even rewatch season one now? I feel like I probably should be able to, but I guess because it ends on like a cliffhanger and you would want to then continue it, it's just I then know that it gets bad
Yeah.
afterwards. Whereas True Detective season one is kind of its own thing that just exists and you don't ever need to see it. Season four refers to season one a lot, but in a way that infuriates me.
Okay. That's not great, but that should do the trick.
Movie on the
So,
left, game on the right.
yeah, movie on the left, game on the right. So, looks pretty similar. I mean, you could tell me that the left one would also be a high fidelity game with all the ray tracing or something, but no, that's the game versus the movie,
five on.
and it looks very, very similar. I was pretty impressed with that. They put some. This might actually be like a real thing in Japan, like this hallway. I don't know if that's a set or like just like part of the Japanese station system somewhere.
I mean, yeah, I
Probably should have
imagine
checked
it's
that.
probably the person that made the game likely went there and took a bunch of reference photos,
Yeah,
and then when it came time to shoot the movie, you'd be like, "Well, I think I know where I want to shoot it."
yeah. And it's mostly the same. There's some more vents and stuff here and there on the floor. There's like a little bit extra, but overall looks pretty good. I was very impressed how similar they looked, so that was nice. Those type of hallways and subways do exist in Japan. I've walked through many myself. Well, there you go. Yeah, I expected as much. It looks very functional. You know what I mean? So yeah, I thought it was a neat thing to point out from the get-go. Let's see.
I found myself during the movie. I found myself often focusing on where they would cut the camera to loop the hallway because I'm like, the editing is very good in it though because it seems like a lot of the sequences are unbroken shots, and because it's probably only one hallway that they're using, it's neat to think of like, okay, where do they pan away? Where do they focus on something that they can reset in the next scene easily? And yeah, it was my dorky editing brain
Whoops.
was aroused during that. The opposite way it was during the other video game adaptation that we're not covering today because the editing in its previous movie infuriated me. Mortal Kombat is what I mean. And
Schmertelkombat.
neither of us have seen the new Mortal Kombat film
I
either,
haven't
so
even
we
seen
can't
the
say.
one before that, so
Oh God, you're lucky. It's fucking terrible. It was terrible, and a
Hey.
lot of people said it was good. I think that's what made me more angry at it.
Uh, anyway, now that I've flashbanged everyone with the Exit 8 title screen here in bright yellow, hope everybody is awake now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we can just jump into the movie. And from the get go, we see the first person of our protagonist, if you will. Not if you will, it is our protagonist. I don't know why I added that part.
Yeah.
But he is on his phone. He's doom scrolling, as you say. And that's going to be important for the rest of the movie because a bunch of things that are going to be seen here on this little thing, like this rat with an ear on it, and some flooding and homeless people or something. They're in those hallways. You're gonna see those things in the hallways,
Yeah.
and you pan over.
The flood.
Yeah, the flood as well. And I point them out when we get to them, but everybody is on their phone on the train station as you are. But very noticeably, it's like legitimately every single one of them in here are on their phone, except one mother with her child, and the one guy right in front of her is gonna get very very upset that she brought that child on here on the tram because it's crying and it's a bother to everyone, but nobody is intervening, nobody is helping, everybody's just minding their own business. I wonder if that's something they want to make a point out of during this movie. Because our main
I think it
protagonist.
also, like, I guess it sort of depends on what you're reading about the protagonist's story and what he's actually going through. But I guess it seems, to me at least, that it's mostly about him grappling with the idea of whether or not he wants to be a father.
Oh yeah, for him of course, but I mean just in general, like everybody's on their phone, nobody is saying anything.
Yeah,
So just as
nobody's saying
a
to the guy, "Hey man, like ease off. It's a crying baby. You're probably making the
yeah
baby cry more by yelling at her." And his girlfriend is calling him.
yeah, but he blocks the call or puts it on ignore or hold or whatever you wanna prefer to call it, and he steps out of the train, and it's all like one shot it seems, all in
Mhm.
first person, which might be a little nod to the game immediately because the whole
Yeah.
game is just in first person.
For a
And
moment, I was thinking the whole movie might be in first person. Actually, it's like, oh, is this how they're going to do this? But it is
it
not.
is not
But
him.
I especially, I guess, in the context of the game, the POV intro I thought was a nice touch.
Yeah. Uh, but he just ignores what's going on the train. He puts his earbuds back in, listens to more music. Uh, but the second call he takes, and it's yeah, I assume it's just his girlfriend that he broke up with recently, and she tells him like, "Hey, where you going?" He's currently on his way to his part-time job, and she says, "Well, I'm in the hospital. I need you to come here. I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant." And she doesn't know what to do. So basically, are we gonna keep the child or are we gonna have an abortion? That's the non-specified question she's pretty much asking here. And he doesn't really know what to do with this. He's very hesitant in answering. He's like, yeah, I guess I have to take a day off from work. I'm gonna make my way there as soon as possible. Um, so yeah. And this is another thing that's gonna be coming back in a way during his exciting adventure in the hallways, because all the
Yeah.
things he's like worried about or scared of or whatever, those are gonna be coming back in some way. So this is all just a setup for this phenomenon, you can call it, that's about to happen where he gets into this hallway. because he's just gonna make his way through the station and eventually ends up in that hallway. The phone breaks up, and he starts going. He
Yeah.
also, I think here he uses his
Inhaler.
inhaler for the first time. Oh yeah, this is on screen right now. Because he got some asthmatisms going on, which
Asmar.
sorry.
Asmar. It's what they call it in Lord of the Flies to
Oh,
make fun
okay.
of Piggy.
And I think they pretty much just use it to show more of his stress that he's going through during these happenings. And I think I saw a question earlier in chat while we're doing our preamble, what we think about the actor here. Apparently, he's like a super popular like star in Japan.
I feel like I have seen him in
Even
stuff,
even though
but
he's like 42, like he's like boy band star or whatever. Which yeah. I mean, I didn't mind his performance. Like, it wasn't like incredibly amazing, but I think it did the job. Like, don't really have
yeah,
anything negative to say
I
about
thought
it.
he
It
was
was
cool
fine.
doing it.
Um, but apparently he's like in everything from what I've read earlier in that one thingy. So maybe there's
I
some
didn't
kind
look
of
him up, but
maybe there's some
he,
kind of Pedro Pascal thingy going on with him, but in Japan. He's like in everything.
like when I saw his face, I'm like, I feel like I know this guy from something, but I couldn't place it, and I didn't look him up. So saying that he's a guy that's in a bunch of Japanese movies, like that makes sense to me. I'd be like, okay, yeah, then I probably just seen him in a thing and recognized him, but couldn't lock him down to precisely where I know him from.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've seen. Maybe I've seen him before, but I couldn't really tell you if so. Um, but yeah, that is the preamble for our character for now, because we're jumping straight into the hallway of the exit 8 hallway. He puts his earbuds back in and he just starts walking. You see the guy walking past, just like in the game. He makes his way around the corner, and I kind of like how they do it here. You can see the yellow sign; it's on 0, and he makes his way around, and you can kind of tell how there's like a little bit of hesitation. He's like, this looks familiar. But
Yeah.
considering he probably just has like the whole baby thing on his mind right now, he's probably like, oh, maybe it's like a deja vu, or I'm just lost in thought. I didn't actually go through here, so whatever. But then on the third one, this is where we go back to third person. Not back. We go to third person because he just stops. It's like, wait, this is all. This is weird now because he realizes something is off.
Yeah, and the guy is 100% the giveaway because like you could maybe think, okay, I'm walking through a bunch of hallways and it's weird that they have the same posters, but once you see the same human being walk by you twice, you're like,
Yeah,
wait, is he teleporting or am I in purgatory? What's up?
yeah. What's something is definitely off, and it just kind of makes his way through. He looks at the guy. He's like, okay. And he goes around the corner again. I was like, this looks all very familiar. And then we get some of his coughing going on, and interesting. It's still a 0, so he did miss a an anomaly, and the one he missed is actually the one on the exit 8 sign on the back. It says "turn back" on there like 3 times.
Oh, huh, I
Yeah,
didn't even know that.
yeah. Here I show it to you on screen. Because
It's crazy.
while I was going
I
through
didn't,
it for notes, I kind of was looking, it's like, where was the anomaly? I'm curious now, and then it's like, yeah, it's like up here.
yeah, I actually did not notice that on a first viewing, but I found that anomaly in the game and it like almost kind of creeped me out. I was like, ooh, okay, definitely going the other way. Sort of happy I didn't see that one in the movie.
Yeah, so that's
The
kind of
movie
fun.
will help you with the game in that there are quite a few anomalies that are the same. Like that is probably how I found the door handle in the middle of the door, and that was probably one of the other ones. Oh, door disappearing. I don't know. Now I'm trying to remember which ones were in the movie. I just played the game like 4 times in a row to get footage from Metal, so
Yeah. But yeah, on the fourth try, I call it try like it's the video game all the time, but it's like he goes to the next loop and he just does like that's what is happening. Uh, this is like where he gets agitated as well. It's like what the fuck is happening? And this is also where the man just appears behind him when he turns around and does the creepy smile at him.
Yeah.
And he turns around one more time and he's close again. And then he does like a fucking run. It's like, oh, fucking hell. And even puts
And that's the combination of two anomalies, because there's one where that I think you saw in my footage there where the guy just ends up kind of following you and he's behind you. And there's a different one where he's just got this like creepy smile on his face.
Yeah.
Always look for the anomaly on the man first, because that is the one that you can miss. Once he walks by, that's it.
Yeah,
So
if he
was
has like something
weird,
on his face and you don't see that, and it's Jover.
or if he's just suddenly tall.
Yeah. But yeah, he at this obviously is like a bit freaked out by the guy right now when he sees him coming around the corner again. He's like, oh no, fuck that. He just turns around and goes the other way. And this is where he notices the yellow sign for at least. And he kind of starts running, and he's back in the thing, and he's like, I kind of like how it's made though, because it goes like from, oh, this is weird. I guess it's like I'm just not paying attention. Oh, now it's actually weird. Oh, this guy's here for the third time. This is really fucking weird. Oh, now he's fucking chasing me. I'm gonna run. Oh, there he is again. I'm gonna run the other way. And then I think that's where the bleeding starts.
Yeah, and I guess the bleeding kind of only happens in the vent in the game. It doesn't, and it's not red. It's like black blood, so it's black, so it almost seems like grease coming out of the vent as opposed to the sign bleeding. But they gotta spice it up for a horror movie.
Yeah, but I also enjoy that as soon as he figures out, okay, something is definitely not right. Let me try these doors. Oh, fuck, they're all locked. Let me try the emergency phone thingy on the wall. Emergency box doesn't work either. And then the fucking ceiling starts to bleed and he just starts to run. It's like, fuck that shit.
Yep, and I think that like I would likely be already tuned into what's going on just seeing the guy a second time, but I think this, if anything, was going to tell you that yeah, you're absolutely in the middle of a paranormal situation that is going to be strange and otherworldly, and you're going to have to figure out a way out of it. Yeah, the bleeding sign would do it.
Yeah, because he looks at the one post that has like an unlimited sign on it, and yeah, bleeding starts up, and he runs back and sees that the number went up to 1 from 0, and this is also where he sees the other sign that tells him the rules, which are the same ones from the video game. Mm-hmm. Don't miss any anomalies. If you see one, turn back immediately. If you don't see one, keep going. Leave through exit 8, or go out from exit 8. And
you gotta get there. You gotta make your way through the exit numbers in order to arrive at the 8.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, he just keeps mumbling the rules to himself so he can remember them. And it's for the first time he's just kind of like, okay, I think I know the rules. Let me look at the guy. And just kind of casually walks through it. It's like, okay, God, this is how this looks. Anomalies. Let me see if there's anything weird. Blatantly missing the 700 lights on the ceiling. Which, I don't know, I feel like when you play the game, that can totally happen to you.
Oh yeah, the crooked lights are that is one that is in the game for sure. In fact, in one of the clips I have, I take a look at them. They're a bit more subtle, because I think in this one there's far more lights and they're all crooked in weird places. Mm-hmm. Where this one, I feel like it's crazy that he didn't spot these.
Yeah, maybe a more subtle one.
I mean, I guess if you paw through my footage, I'm willing to bet there's ones that you'd be like, okay, Mark, you very blatantly just walked by an obvious anomaly. And, yeah.
Right. Whoops, that was the
Mark, are you trained to observe? Are you a trained observer? I mean, I guess so. I'm supposed to be observing at all times at my job. But also been dealing with BMQ, basic training recruits, for the last little bit. So
Hmm.
I don't know. Generally, when they're hurt, they scream, and when they're not hurt, they come find me and ask me to wrap up blisters or something. Anyways.
Yeah. He also starts coughing a lot more now, and well, he realizes it turned back to 0. I was like, oh fuck, guess I missed something. He uses his inhaler once, and you might think, wait, he has a phone. Why doesn't he use that? Well, luckily, they actually fucking thought of that. Because he gets his phone out immediately when he realizes, okay, I can't remember all of this from the get-go. Let me just take pictures of most of the things in here. The guy, the doors, the posters, all the stuff. So I can check
Yeah, and I guess
this.
this is also a situation where even trying to make a call, well, they did also make it seem that like his signal goes out when he gets in here, but
Yes.
I could understand him not trying to make a call simply because it's like, well, I mean, what do you even tell someone? Like, if you get a hold of someone, what do you say? Be like, hey, so yeah, I'm stuck in what appears to be a supernatural puzzle in the subway train.
Yeah,
Help.
yeah. But yeah, I just like they actually think about the phone being a thing. And yeah, he
Yeah.
looks at them. It's like, oh yeah, I got them all here. Good, 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 good. He also looks at the lockers, which these are an addition in the movie. Those were
Yeah.
not in the game.
I
So
was surprised when I didn't see them at the end of the hall in the game. I was like, oh, no lockers? I was like, I really thought that I was going to have to count the lockers and count the cups on the ground. And,
yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, he kind of looks at that stuff as well, and he keeps going. And it's like, okay, number one, fucking smash that one. Good shit. And well, unfortunately for him, this phenomenon fucks with his pictures.
yeah.
So now they look like this. They're like, I guess you could say like corrupted files now. So some of them you can kind of still make out, like the eyes, for example, but all the other ones, they're like pretty much useless.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to see enough detail to be able to properly be made or indicate or properly observe changes
Mm.
if they're looking like that, because it's like, well, does this look different than the picture I took? Yes, but the picture I took is full of like black and yellow crap. So
Yeah. Corrupted with piss.
yeah, piss filter level 99.
Somebody
It's
peed on
Resident
my
Evil
phone.
5. It's like,
So yeah, cannot rely on the phone with that one. So always props for being a bit more creative than my battery is empty. No, in a
God,
way.
talking about those fucking the Strangers movies I was talking about earlier. It's just the girl like has a phone at several points, and it's like they decide when she has signal and when she doesn't because of the plot. There'll be times where she's in an environment where she just had signal, and then go to make a call, and it's like, oh, no signal now. It's like, what? Did they throw up a jammer? Like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
But yeah, this is better to just be like, nope, it's a paranormal situation, and your phone is not going to help very much, if at all.
Yeah.
In fact, if you try to rely on it, it might hurt because you wouldn't be able to see the photos clearly enough to detect anomalies.
Yes. And yeah, it's just props for addressing that at all, because a lot of movies would just ignore that or just do the boring my battery is out bleh kind of stuff. Yeah, now he's got another anomaly. He got the guy right behind him again and just kind of runs around the corner and falls over, and there's like a freak out and a bit of a, I don't know, an asthma attack or something.
Sucks to your Asmar.
Asmar.
Also a line from Lord of the Flies.
uh,
It's the only other story I can think of where asthma's prominently featured.
he's right behind me, isn't he? Luckily, that's not one of those movies. But yeah, he's having some water, freaking out. But he made it to level 2, to exit 2. So he's making progress. It's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Also, when he makes it properly, the the walking man, as he's going to be described later on, he appears here because he already made his. He walked past you, and now he went around the corner, and he's just waiting here, looking at his phone. That's just his idle animation, if you will.
Yeah, his stop point.
Yeah, and you will see him do a lot of going through the hallway and go like ventilator, poster, dentist, Asher, high paid job, stuff like that.
I do like that in the second act they show, well, I guess spoilers. They show another character that's trying to figure out the puzzle, and he does the same thing, but it's like his system is different.
Yeah,
like
system is a little different.
The other side first, and yeah, I like that.
How often does anyone actually run out of battery when out and about? I'm always charging when I have a chance, so I can't think of a time I had to worry about doing things. That hasn't happened to me in years. Like, phone batteries are so good, like they easily hold for like 2 days.
So I take it you use an Android?
I do, yes.
Yeah, the iPhone batteries are not so great.
No. And
That said,
I have a charger on my bed, on my bedside table, so I just mostly charge it overnight anyway.
Yeah, at least especially when I'm like out doing military stuff in the field, I'll usually keep a like battery pack, like a charger that
That's what I have when when I know I'm like on the train for a while. Just a little charging bank, yeah.
Yeah, I can use it to charge my tablet and my Steam Deck or whatever I've got with me as well.
Yeah. Did you try talking to the OG son? He did. He did try to talk to him. Yeah, he did actually. I forgot to mention that. I think on the third or fourth try, he's like, "Hey, what's up?" But he gets ignored.
Pixel 8 battery will barely hold a day with regular use. Okay, so Google and Apple are the failures when it comes to battery.
Well, I have a Pixel 9, so.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that the 9? I don't even remember. I think it is the 9. I don't know.
Sponsored by Google, everybody.
Google.
Thank you for using YouTube.
Yeah, he just goes around. He has like the same system every time. Asher, dentist, judicial scrivener. I don't even know what the fuck that is, but the Oji-san, blah blah. He does like the same one every time. It's kind of fun.
Judicial scrivener be something like a notary, like someone that pens up legal documents for you or something. That's what it sounds like. But
yeah,
I don't
possibly.
know the second word really. Might just be an odd translation, but yeah. I take it it's not a German word. It almost seems like one.
No, it's not a German word. He makes it through this one. He's at that photo booth again and the lockers. And before he's all the way through, he's hearing some baby screams, some baby cries coming out of the locker.
Bartleby the Scrivener. That's Moby Dick, isn't it? Yes. And he's the one that does the notes, right? So yeah, I guess it is a person who writes.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's Moby Dick. It's been a while since I read.
So he turns around, checks the locker where he hears a baby crying from, opens it up a little bit, but freaks out and closes it again. And then the lockers all turn red and there's more baby screams from multiple lockers and he starts running away. And freaks him out and scares him, obviously. And I think
the reference to Yakuza Like a Dragon, perhaps baby in a locker. Spoilers for that game.
I don't even remember that, but I would.
Really, you didn't finish? I know that's the one you didn't like Yakuza 7, the first turn-based one. But so you didn't finish it?
Oh no, not even close.
Oh, good story in that game. Whether you like the gameplay or not, man, that ending hits hard. Somewhat related to the scene we just saw.
Well, what I was about to say is I think that's potentially just showing his current conflict with the girlfriend being pregnant. Like if he's almost opened the door, but he gets scared, so he closes the door. But then the more yelling could potentially show like the regret that could come with it. That's like just a little theory I have that might be the intention with that scene as well. besides just being creepy when there's babies in lockers, of course.
All right, I finally sent my tweet and I posted an entire 16-minute clip of the game with.
Okay. Did you hear what I said?
Sorry, I was finishing my tweet.
I was theorizing about the baby screen. What
Well, repeat the theory. I'm sorry. I apologize. That was me being a bad host. I was just trying to promote our show.
It's just funny because I was about to say, you told me about Yakuza, then I told you what I was actually going to say. It is like, I just made a tweet.
I've been trying to finish my
That's
tweet,
funny.
but I had to wait for the clip to upload.
It's so funny though.
I am hilarious.
Anyway, what I said is, I think what this is probably going to represent is his current conflict with potentially having a child, but still being scared of it, so he closes that door. But if he closes the door on that child, meaning they might abort it, there comes a lot of regret with it, and then he hears more babies crying and yelling, and then he gets scared and runs away. So I think that could be like the conflict he's currently facing mentally.
Oh yeah, 100%. Like that would be the way it actually relates to this story.
Yeah.
I think I also got thrown off because King Ragnarok there says apparently that wasn't a reference. It's just something that happens in Japan, which I hope is a joke.
Lockout babies.
Well, I mean, like here's hoping locker babies are not a common occurrence. But man, I guess it does happen twice in the same day in Yakuza.
Yeah. So yeah, now he made it through the level. He's now on 3, kind of smashing it right now, but he's pretty exhausted. He's onto the next hallway. Again, visibly exhausted, and he's just kind of looking around. He's looking at the posters first, and it's like, oh, whatever. Starts looking at the doors, and it's like, okay, wait, I need my inhaler. And then he walks past the posters again, and you see the eyes follow him from all the posters, and he kind of he's like something's weird. And then he looks at the posters, and they all look at them, and he just runs back and makes it to hall number 4. So we're just kind of going through a bunch of anomalies that I think are basically almost all of them are in the game. Obviously, the lockers don't exist in the game, so that's just for this one. But yeah,
so for the eyes, it's only the security camera sign that follows you, but a lot of the other ones are in the game. At the same time, like there was a couple of the creepy ones, at least that hit me kind of hard, especially the first time I saw them. On the posters were the little anime girl having like the black eyes that were like runny and big and creepy. That one I was like, ooh, that's scary. And then there's one that's just like a full-blown ghost lady face. The bunnies, like the rabbits there, they replace one of the other posters in one thing, and then the whole thing, the frame like shakes when you walk by it. Because the rabbit one normally is not in the game, so I don't know if they added that one out. Because there's like a patch note on the Steam page that say like new anomalies added in celebration of the movie's release. So I'm willing to bet that was probably one that they threw in after the movie.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, next one he goes through a bit quicker because he's a bit shaken up by all the fucking creepy stuff that's been happening. And yeah, no anomalies. Level 5. He's kind of smashing it right now. Not gonna lie, he's crushing it. He's doing pretty well. And then a phone call appears. Like, oh,
yeah, this is one where I'm like, dude, turn around. No chance that is a real phone call. That is an anomaly. Just turn around and run back.
Yeah, I actually wasn't entirely sure, but understanding the place, obviously, it's like, oh yes, clearly an anomaly. Like the phone has not been working with the since you got in here, and now there's a call coming through, and yeah, it's his quote unquote girlfriend, and he takes the phone, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm lost in the stage. It's like, oh yeah, you always had like a bad sense of direction, stuff like that. and he tells her, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on my way. I don't know I don't really know what to do." And he tells her about the woman getting yelled at on the train with the child, and how nobody was doing anything, including himself. He didn't do shit like everyone else. He just pretended to not see anything, and wonders if someone like him could even be a father. And he just kind of breaks down, crying like a little bitch.
Yeah, well, I mean, as we know, men don't have paternal instincts. For more on that, watch our episode from last week about pragmata.
But yeah, again, I think it becomes pretty clear that this phenomenon is kind of fucking with your problems and maybe even demons and regrets and stuff like that, which we get more of later, because we do actually follow around the walking man that has been going into this area this whole time and see what's going on.
He's in the belly of the whale, and he needs to save his father from the underworld. But in this case, the father is him, eh?
Moodle has instincts. He's raising a rat baby all by himself. That's true. I'm doing that right now, and look outside.
I have an ill-tempered puppy.
Oh, no.
She's being nice right now, though. Hi, Jojo. Sleepy puppy.
But yeah, he's crying. He's like, "Oh man, I'm conflicted." And he goes around the corner, sees the sign, sees the 0, and we see behind him the figure of his girlfriend. Meaning, oh yeah, that was all fuckery by the fucking phenomenon.
Yeah.
So he is reset to 0.
Nice use of rack focus too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there all along.
And now we get a very immediate anomaly, because the lighting is very different. I think that one is also in the game.
It is, and
one.
It's one where I'm like, buddy, turn around. Come on. This one's easy.
Well, he's currently having a massive crash out. Like, he's going absolutely fucking wild. Like, he throws up. He's, like, crying. He's on the floor. And I think he lies there for, like, a minute or so runtime. He's just not moving for a while.
Is there for a little while. I was actually, like, wondering if he was just, like, if he's going to die and then the rest of the movie is going to be about someone else.
Yeah. Is the film saying women are an anomaly? Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, aren't they?
Yeah. Anyway, he has this massive crash out, which, okay, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a reasonable situation in which to have an existential crisis. I mean, I guess just for me, like, every time I turned that corner and saw something immediately wrong, like, instinctively, I just start bolting the other direction.
Yeah. I do wonder, though. I'm not sure about this one. Like, it feels so quick because the runtime isn't as long. So I think this would have been more effective if he would have been here already for like a couple of hours. Like, he's been here for like 10 minutes or something. I don't know how fast you would have a crash out like this. I don't know. Maybe because of the phenomenon thingy, and then the whole thing with the baby and being conflicted, maybe because of that.
There were certainly times when I was playing the game that I was 100% sure that I'd be walking around the corner and seeing the next sequential number, and I would see a 0, and yeah, I almost flipped out a couple times. It does a good job of making you feel like you've gone crazy. Like, what did I possibly miss? I checked everything.
He also he just leaves his backpack in there. That's gone now. That has no ramifications, by the way. There's nothing with like the inhaler or something that he's going to almost die because of that or something, which I found a bit odd.
Yeah, same.
That he did.
It almost seems like they cut something with the inhaler, or like even just a shot where he puts it in his pocket. But I guess, like, does he even use it for the rest of the movie? I don't know if he does.
It's in his backpack and he just dropped it, so I don't think he uses it anymore. But yeah, he eventually does get up. He goes around. And now the phenomenon just is becoming a bit rude. I feel like it's just because now he does like the thing that everybody would do. He goes around the course like, "There's a child in the middle of this room. Yeah, that's an anomaly. I'm going back, obviously."
Yeah,
And then it's
and
0. It's like, what? Fuck you.
yeah, no, like, and that would mess me up too. I'd be like, whoa, wait, hold on. This kid's a real person.
Yeah.
I just walked by a human. How?
Yeah, so this is obviously an addition from the movie. There's multiple people stuck in different kind of loops in the same hallway ish. And he even rereads the rules. He was like, oh, clearly I must have missed something because there was like a weird child just standing there menacingly in the middle of the hallway. And then the child just comes around. And I was like, oh, you're just a real child, huh? And this child annoyed me a couple of times in this movie.
Yeah, he is very, very silent often, and almost seems like he's going out of his way to be creepy.
Yeah, and then
Um,
also making the people lose. It's rude. But we'll get to
like,
those places.
does he make the people lose at any point? I thought he was. Well, no, like, he was
Because
like
he's
trying to
not being
pull the guy.
clear, but also the other one's being
Oh,
stupid.
yeah. Well, but I mean, at one point, a little later on, he's like flat out trying to pull a guy back from making the mistake. He's like, no, 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 like, please don't go.
Oh
And then
yeah,
the guy's
that
like,
the
no,
but he,
you kid.
we'll get there shortly. It's like the one specific one where both of them being stupid. This is where we get to the walking man. Anyway, he follows the guy. The child points at the guy. Interesting, he can point at things that are weird to him. We should remember this.
He does that later too.
Uh,
He just needs to use his words.
But yeah, he's like, oh, that guy, that guy is no longer human. And then we follow the walking man. We follow him around for a while, and he is relieved. They made it to level 4. It's like, yes, yeah. And actually, he is going around with the child. We don't really know anything specific, how they got here together, if the child was around with someone else. We learn a bit more about the child later on, but we're just kind of joining them in the middle of their little adventure through the Exit 8 hallways.
Mhm. And they have a walking schoolgirl instead of a walking man.
Yeah. So apparently different people have different, people walking that same route the middle-aged man does. And apparently, from what we can gather at least, these people are currently also in this loop for some reason. And yeah, as I already mentioned, he starts with the ventilation and the doors first on the right, and then goes to the left and checks the posters. So he kind of does like a little bit of a different system than our main protagonist.
Hey, Adam here saw the movie in theater and wrote a review of it on Mahler's Reddit.
Oh, really? Okay.
Check out his review, everybody. There you go. Gave you a plug.
Yeah, good stuff.
I do like seeing that people engage with movies like this, though, because this one was a nice surprise.
Yeah, but I don't know who recommended that on the stream. I don't know if it was like a Forge stream or just another random stream that I did, but I remember that. I was like, let me check that out. And
I think it was Forge when we were talking about video game adaptations.
that
And
could
like
be,
what,
yeah.
what some of the better ones are, and someone was like, "Yeah, you should watch this." Possibly when we brought up Iron Lung, because we were
Right.
talking about like, hey, sometimes maybe like a short, focused horror game is the kind of thing that you can actually adapt into a movie because you can expand upon it for the medium and
Yeah.
not have to worry as much about contradicting lore.
But yeah, they made it all the way to level 5. And he asked the child, like, hey, did you see anything that was amiss? But the child does not talk. And he's like, if you don't tell me anything, I don't know what the fuck you want from me, essentially. He says it nicely, like he's being patient with the child, so yeah. But they make it further, they go to level 5, and all of a sudden, the schoolgirl starts talking. Oh, you lost here as well. It's like, oh, wait, what? really? And
again, I'm like, dude, clear anomaly, run from her.
Run, you dumbass. You've been playing this game for a while, apparently. You should know that this is not normal. But whatever this phenomenon is, it seems to like to fuck around because he's. I say he, like the anomaly, the phenomenon is doing some, I don't know, it feels like it's fucking around. For, like, oh, let me just use this schoolgirl to just pretend to be also a lost soul here. Because she says like, oh, could it be we're dead and are stuck in hell because of something bad we've done or guilt? And they kind of, I feel like they've done this because they wanted to give some, I don't know, some mystery, what the guy could have been doing wrong, what regrets he has, because he clearly panics a little bit when she says there's like, regret? I don't, what? And then she's like, oh no, I'm just fucking around, it's just a subterranean corridor or whatever you do. He's like, oh god, this is rude. But
and I'd be like, dude, like, did that not seem like a creepy thing for this obviously not an anomaly person to say? Run the other way.
Yeah.
You can get to level 6, I think, right? Or are they on 5 right now?
This is 5 currently.
Yeah, so you can get to level 6 by just running away from the schoolgirl.
Yeah. And the thing is, the child, the child already has picked up on this, right? Because the child just basically waiting for the guy to do something or react.
Yeah, and this is a situation where the kid randomly decides to become a mute.
Yeah, like he's mute through this first part. I don't really understand why, to be honest.
I mean, I honestly think it would have made more sense if he just never said anything at any point, because then you'd be like, oh, okay, maybe this kid actually just cannot speak, but he can, and he just, I think at times is, I guess, too shy to, but he also seems to have an awareness of the danger that they're in. So yeah. The kid is not great.
No.
He could have handled this situation a lot better than he did, and it seems like he has the faculties which to do so, which means I guess you could say this is a aspect in which the movie is throwing in creepy kid that doesn't say anything in order for creepiness, as opposed to it actually making sense.
Yeah. But I think the batteries run out on the mannequin that the phenomenon is using, because she's like, oh, but do you really want to leave? You just want to go back to your day-to-day life where you do everything the same every day? That sounds more like hell. I pity you. And then she just stops moving, and it's like, hey, hello, what are you doing? And then she starts saying the same thing over and over, but in like a distorted, creepy voice.
Yeah. She gets a voice mod.
Yeah. And then he's like, oh god, oh fuck. And then, well,
like,
not
dude,
really
you have 2 directions you can run. Why did you pick forward? Just run backwards.
Well, at least he did realize it early enough. It's like, oh shit, wait, that's an anomaly. And then he runs back. And I like how the child was just standing there the whole time. It's like, oh, what a fucking idiot.
The kid's just like, nah, he'll work this out eventually. He's got this.
Yeah. But yeah, now they are on level 6, hallway 6. And he's very happy about that. He's like, okay, we're almost there. He's like, all right, come on. And he's just checking all the things. I like this bit, and I sent this to you earlier today. He checks the door stuff. The girl comes around, and he's just like, monster. I really like that. It's pretty fun.
Like, well, you figured it out, bud.
Yeah. I did enjoy that.
You see the anomaly?
I mean, yeah, I already know what it is, even though I haven't seen it when I watched it.
In case people are playing along at home.
I mean, it's even harder to do because I have the copyright thingy on. But yeah, he's looking around. He's like, oh yeah, we got this in the bag, easy. And then, oh god, this frustrated me to no end. He's like, hey child, come on, it's fine. Tell me if you see anything. Wait, did he actually say that? Hang on, let me look at the subtitles. There weren't any, right? He asks. I didn't miss anything, right? Because if we miss anything, we will never get out of here. And then he looks at us like, Hey, did you see something? Did you see something while the child
Yeah,
is doing this? Oh,
it's
gee, I
like,
wonder, did he see something possibly?
yeah, seems like he's staring right at it.
Yeah. He's like,
Hey,
oh,
there you
are
go,
you still
anecdote.
scared? It's fine. Don't worry about it. And then he just says, oh, it's okay. Grabs him and just doesn't even check the door he's like intensely looking at. Like, and the child just goes with him. Like, fucking point at it or something. I know you can. I saw you do it earlier, and you'll do it later, I'm
Yep.
pretty sure. You little shit.
Yeah, the kid dropped the ball here. Not, I mean, the man did as well. I guess you could maybe say he's rattled enough that he's not thinking straight, but I don't think I would ever not be thinking straight enough to not see the kid staring directly at the anomaly.
Yeah.
And that one's not even too hard to spot. Like,
No, it's not.
especially if you're making a habit of checking all the doors. It's like, yeah, as long as you're actually looking at it. And like most door handles, not in the middle of
Yeah.
the door. It's not how doorknobs work.
So yeah, that one annoyed me. And then they're back on zero, and he has like a massive crash out. He destroys the signs. He's like, "Ugh, fucking bullshit. And then we hear a little bit about his past. He's like, oh, I wasn't supposed to see my son who I hadn't seen in a while, which maybe that's like the regret he was reminded of earlier. Uh, so yeah, but that's the extent of his like quote unquote backstory that you get.
Yeah.
But hey, he
Even the main character, you don't get too much.
no,
Like
no, no.
yeah, I guess like I don't know. I'm not sure actually. Would more character development and backstory be better, or would it take some of the mystery out of it?
I don't think we really need it for this movie. I think it's
Yeah.
fine. I think we would need to put in way more, and then the movie would be longer. And then probably to balance it out, you probably need to put in more anomalies, which I kind of would have liked to have anyway. A bit more, even more focus on more anomalies, because we got like 6 or 7 in total. And I think you could play more with it with the premise. And in the game, you have more things like that, right? So.
Just to address Aaron's question there, which indie adaptation was better, this or Iron Lung? I think that we should probably talk about that like once we're done getting through this movie, because then we'll be able to like reflect on it correctly. However, just notice that I did note that question, and I do plan to address it,
Okay.
assuming that I don't forget that it was asked by the time we get to the end.
Yeah. So now he quickly composes himself. He's like, okay, we need to go through this, and I was like, okay, you got this. And then they're on level 0. He goes around the corner and sees a massive staircase going up. He's like, oh, baller, we can get out of here. It's like, motherfucker.
Don't be fooled, man.
He's so happy as well. It's like, bro, you just had a crash out. The child looks terrified. It's like, we should go up there. And he even like tries, he resists, and he slips from the grasp. He somehow hits his face in a way that it gets scratched on this surface, which I don't know, I just found weird, because that's a weird wound to get from this smooth surface, right?
Yeah, they probably should have had him land on the yellow
Yeah.
tracked area that has like the raised bits, but or have him slide a little, but no.
Oh, it's just a small thing I found weird. Anyway,
He's got weak skin.
he's got weak skin. Yeah, he goes up the stairs. He's like, it's not my fault. Ah, God. And he runs up, and this doesn't look like it goes back into the hallway, so my hunch is that he actually died after going up there, or maybe he somehow made it just went back into the hallway. I'm not sure which one it is.
Well, I mean, I think died because now he's like effectively one of the ghosts that's trapped walking the halls.
Yeah, something like that. And that was part of the thingamajig. But yeah, now the child goes back around, just makes it into the next room, no problem. He tries to stop the man. Obviously, he's not reacting. he's no longer human, as our main protagonist said.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes it to the middle of the hallway and menacingly stands in the middle, and we go back to our main protagonist. So, yeah.
And I guess, like, from the kid's perspective, it would be kind of funny to see a guy walk around the corner and be like,
Fuck that shit. I'm out of here. There's like, no, wait, I'm real.
I mean, in all honesty, there's a situation where 100% I would have just assumed that kid was an anomaly and turned around.
Oh, every single fucking time. And then I would call bullshit on this fucking anomaly game. It's like, that was clearly not, wasn't a thing before.
Yeah. Like, you can't just throw real humans into this mix. Why am I in his instance? Clearly, time isn't working the way it normally does, because I've been seeing the Walking Man this entire time.
Yeah.
And in that kid's timeline, the dude just died.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah, so now we go back to where we left off. He points at the guy. It's like, oh, he's no longer human. And again, the child turns around, sees the anomaly on the ceiling. At least that's what it looks like to me. Because he's got the anomaly turn back again, which he missed. But he's like currently in the mode where it's like not really fully checking. And it's like, oh, 0. And he's like barely faced by it at this point. It's like, oh yeah, sure. Whatever.
I guess, to be fair, like, I understand that mentality, because there was plenty of times when I got a 0 and just I would do 3 laps sprinting just to be like, okay, I'm just gonna keep running until it gets to 1. Like, it'll probably take less time than actually looking for the anomalies. And I think that's sort of what was doing that round. He's just like, I'm at 0, whatever. I'm just gonna keep walking past them, and then eventually it'll say 1, because I'll go through a hallway that has no anomaly. But I'd say, honestly, in the game, I did find that much more difficult than spotting an anomaly was being confident about being at the end of the hallway and thinking, yeah, there was definitely no anomalies in this one. That was where it was like, do I walk forward, or was there something that I missed? And that's like where I found most of the tension was found. In the hallways where you're safe, oddly enough.
Talking about that doubt, that's actually a good segue to what's happening next. He's checking all the things, and he looks back at the poster with the 8/infinity sign, and he's like, that looks different. That's an anomaly. But the child is like waiting on the normal exit side, that there hasn't been an anomaly, and he's like, oh, come on. But he can't really leave the kid behind, or he doesn't want to leave the kid behind, so oh fuck, so this is we have to start over again. But that's 1. And I think that's a neat little detail, because I think that would totally happen to me when I would play the game. When you do the thing like over and over and over again, and then you start to double check and double doubt yourself, like, oh fuck, this is different, right? This clearly has to be different. And then just isn't.
Like I said, that's what I said. The clean hallways are the most difficult ones, because it's so hard, especially when you don't know the anomalies, to be sure. It's like, I don't know. It looked pretty good. Then again, I don't want to assume there was just an anomaly I didn't see and go back and then get reset. So I should keep moving forward. But if I turn around that corner and there's a 0, I'm going to, I don't know, probably just rub Rocky's belly and be like, that's not what I do when I fail at things. It's okay, Rocky, you're a good boy.
Yeah. They're doing another round, and now the child does the fucking doorknob staring again, which at this point is like, bro, you possibly killed someone with this before, fucking just point at it. Luckily, our main protagonist is a bit more smart than the walking man, because he looks at the door, it's like, oh yeah, that's an anomaly. Let's go back. And I just wish he would be like, bro, if you see something, you don't even need to talk. Just fucking point at it, like something. If you spot something I haven't, please let me know. I need to get out of here. This sucks. So yeah, good old doorknob staring. Meta. If you see something, say something. Yeah, say something or fucking point at it. Make yourself noticed, so we don't miss this. Then we go around the corner and the lights turn off. So that's annoying.
Yeah, this one is also in the game, and it's more intense in the movie for sure.
Yeah, so you might remember the weird rat that has like an ear grown slash grafted onto it. We get a couple of those here. Again, just goes back to the whole thing he's been scrolling through on this version of Twitter or whatever they used here. Things he has on his mind, and he sees a bunch of these rats and stuff skittering across the walls and the floor, and they're all kinds of creepy and gross. And not gonna lie, CGI of those are not great. They look pretty fucking fake, unfortunately.
Yeah, I probably would have not done this. I would have maybe done something else, be in the dark, as opposed to the CGI rat monsters.
Yeah.
Or even like, I mean, even not showing them. Like, I think things like the vent with the blood coming out of it and then hearing scurrying and just having it be dark might have been enough. Probably could have knocked
Maybe
the
he's
budget
also
down a
seeing bad CG rats. There's one with a nose, one with an eye. And then there's one really funny one, which is the big scare. It's one with teeth on it that does like baby screams. It looks like this.
I guess I don't know whether it would be cheaper, because you'd figure that you could do something like have the scurrying, have the darkness, and if you really wanted to have the rat with the clone ear,
I'm sorry,
just
as a still
make-
without sound, this is just funny right now. Look at this.
yeah, it does look pretty funny. And I'd say even there, like that does. I would have maybe thrown some blood on it to have it look a bit creepier. The eyes are the giveaway though. Like there's where like you can really see the CGI and just the way they're moving.
Yeah. Where's my button here? There it is. But yeah, obviously they run back and make it up another level 3. As you can tell, we're just doing a whole bunch of levels now because we essentially almost told the whole story already. Like, story-wise, this is all very thin and not big explored. This is kept very, very simple. Next up, they go around the corner and see a black cat. It's like, what? That's weird. And then, so this one I wasn't actually sure. Maybe you can clarify or make a better guess than I. Do you think they both saw a different person here? Like he saw his girlfriend and the boy saw his mom? Because the boy is yelling out for the mom.
Yeah, and this, in addition to a dream sequence that happens a little bit later on, kind of made me think it's like, so is it also kind of like a time dilation thing where the kid is actually his son?
Yeah, that's not, I wasn't sure what that was supposed to be. That was weird.
Yeah. I don't know, like I might have to watch the movie again to get a clean opinion on that, but I think that if the girlfriend is the kid's mom, then that I guess stands to reason that the kid is his kid because the conflict is the girl being pregnant, and his arc is realizing that he wants to be a father because he feels protective of the boy. And like when the big action sequence, I guess you could call it, happens, he sacrifices himself to say, or like, you know, effectively puts himself in danger in order to save the kid. But I think that without knowing the rules of how the universe works, it's like, well, is the boy even real at all? He's just an anomaly that they've decided is like part of the main character's psychological exploration, and
Uh,
therefore it doesn't play by the anomaly rules? Or is the kid actually lost in this subway tunnel 5 years from now, or I guess however old the kid is, presumably,
yeah.
and ends up in a situation where he had to get lost there and the mom had to lose him in there because he has to go there so that his father can decide that he actually wants to be a father.
Right.
Maybe?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Uh, I think they're definitely playing around with this now that you just pointed out. I was just thinking they maybe see two different people, but especially when he says later the boy, I think yeah, after the scene that he never met his dad, so I guess there's like the implication that he decided to not wanting to have the child, but then the mom had it anyway, but didn't tell him possibly. You know what I mean?
Which, yeah, like so that would presumably be the kid being in an alternate timeline
Right.
and coming back to this timeline in order to make the father realize that he wants to be a father, which then changes the kid's future.
Yeah.
So presumably
Ugh.
the kid that exists here is eliminated from existence because the father makes the decision at the end, and that that same biological entity grows up differently because he actually did have his father.
Maybe.
Or it's just like you theorized originally, that just he is seeing his mom while the father is or the protagonist is seeing his girlfriend.
Yeah. The thing is the whole I guess like time dilution theory would make quote unquote more sense with the vision he has or sees or whatever, because that one just confused me as to what I was supposed to think about that he maybe was just fantasizing about what could be, or they just has the thought, or maybe it's the phenomenon that shows him what could be, but and uses the fucking boy as a filler or something in a way.
I think like it very because I guess it kind of happens in the middle of the action sequence though, right? Like if it
Mm.
was just when he was unconscious, you could easily just write that off as a dream. That he has a dream where he does get together back together with his girlfriend and they do have a kid, and in the dream the kid is being represented by the kid that he sees in the subway station, and he's having a good time and he's like playing with the kid in the ocean and it's nice. And then he's like, yeah, so therefore I can't let this kid die.
Mm.
But also again, like because this movie leaves a lot to the imagination, all of this could be incorrect. We might not
Yeah.
even get it correctly. It's just trying to go by what the movie is showing us. And I think that maybe if you really dig into it, there's a more clear explanation. But I think that I believe, at least, that at least from a single viewing and repetitive playthroughs of the game over the last day, is that it's probably just done in a way that it wants you to interpret it how you want.
Uh-huh.
Because I think that if they did want it to be a more clear answer, they might have given us a bit more in that regard.
Yeah.
Wait, this movie
And
was $44 million? Jesus. That
for
seems
this one?
incredibly high for this movie.
Yeah, does the boy band star take 20 million of that or something?
Maybe,
But
yeah. Like honestly, at that price for what this movie does, I would think that the CGI rats would be a lot better.
yeah.
Honestly, like I was thinking that this movie was probably pretty cheap, and that would have been one of the neat things about it. Like this movie, it's
Budget
it's Toho too, right?
explained.
This movie costs like 3 Godzilla minus ones. What do you mean?
Box office. I'm just
Guess you're
checking
looking up
real
the budget.
quick. Wait, no, not box office. I want to see.
Budget. Yeah, like I mean,
Exit
same studio as Godzilla
budget.
minus one, but this costs 3 times as much while being far less impressive from a like special effects visual standpoint. Now, granted, I think the movie looks good for the most part, CGI rats aside, but like I would not. I
Okay,
feel like I'd probably shoot this
maybe.
movie for $100,000 and 1 grant to shoot in a Toronto subway station.
Okay, I
Like,
think you got your numbers mixed up in chat. The budget is 1.4 million. The revenue is
that makes
42
way more
million.
sense. Yes, okay. Thank God. I was like, there's no way this movie cost more than Saw. Like
Yeah.
the original Saw, I think, was $1 million.
So yeah, I think you just mixed the numbers up there. At least that's the first two things I found here. I'm now going with what's this? TheMovieDB.org is the website I have here.
I feel way better about that now because it almost made me dislike the movie. I was like, wait, hold on. Why? Why did this movie cost that much money? That's insane.
Yeah, that would be weird.
They actually constructed like
they built a full station with trains.
Like just like every hallway that they walk down is a different hallway.
They have like 18 of those
like
hallways.
A massive set that like
they built a massive exit 8 maze.
$20 million in tile alone.
Jesus. But yeah, there's the theories about that. I didn't even think about the time dilation one until you started talking about it. It's like, oh yeah, I guess you can also go with that one. So yeah, that's what's happening. Possibly happening. At least.
Or like, I mean, the other thing is that, like, or the kid is just not real at all, and it's just like the subconscious projection of who his kid might be. But then that really kind of doesn't make sense with the fact that there's a whole side story. With
exactly,
the kid
I was about to say that. Yeah. Also, the kid falls unconscious after seeing the mother. Like, the eyes go into the back of the head and everything. I don't know why that happened, but I guess he's just stressed out. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, again, it would be one of those situations. The second I saw the lady, I'd be like, okay, let's turn around. We're already
he is, but he stops the child, right? Because the child is about to run towards him. He grabs the child and doesn't know it's not real. So
like even the 10 count they spent standing there looking at her, I would have already been like, if the kid starts running there, I'd be like, nope, picking you up, we're going. This one's an anomaly. There's no chance it is not. I know where my girlfriend is right now. She's at the hospital waiting for me to get there. There's no chance that she came into the shadow dimension.
It's kind of interesting scenario in this one because it's not even like a thing where they are in constant danger or something and have to make a quick decision, right? Because the rules are pretty clear. Like, they're on the wall. It's like, if you see an anomaly, turn around. So if you go around, it's like, that hasn't been here before. Let's just go turn around, right?
Yeah. Like, some of them are even in the game. Like, some of them you turn around the corner and there's just the no smoking signs are all over the hallway and ceiling. Like, okay, well, that's not normal. Goodbye.
Yeah. But hey, he takes care of the child, waits for it to wake back up. And well, I can't believe he's saving a child. He's probably one of those weirdos that fancies children. And yes, I said the same thing. I read word for word like this to you in a DM.
It's no, men don't like protecting things, so that's fiction.
See, I obviously would have kicked the child in the chest and ran away because fuck that child, it's not mine.
Yeah, see, that's what a Sigma male would do. Beta male, save the kid.
Exactly. Well, yeah, we learned a little bit about the child. It's like, oh yeah, I ran away on purpose because mom is scary when she's angry. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess that's all moms. Which if he's just like a normal child, that's just fucking a shit thing to happen. He just ran away because he got scared of the mom for some reason, and then he ends up in this hell of Exit 8. He's like, oh man.
God, what a way to punish a child.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not respecting your mom's authority? Okay, let's put you
into purgatory with you.
Better figure out this game, kid. You want to play games instead of listening to your mom? Here's a game for you.
Yeah, gotta learn today.
Brat.
Yeah, this is also where he says that he never met his dad, where the theory with the time delusion comes from that we just talked about.
Sharesight, this is Japanese.
Yeah, and also the child takes the hand, so it's like father son, yay. And now the child all of a sudden starts to talk. Thank you. It's like, hey, the exit 8 sign, it's upside down. It's like, oh yeah, it is.
And God bless us, everyone.
Mootel's iconic Kinder Shredder.
Okay, into the Kinder Shredder.
Into the Kinder Shredder with you. Put that cookie down now. So good. It also has to think about. Shit. What was the black guy's name in that movie again? Sinbad? Was it Sinbad?
In which movie? Oh, in Jingle
All the Way.
Yeah, Sinbad.
Where he memes about the bombs, and then at the end he actually has a bomb. It's like, it's a fucked up world we live in.
So we should do that for our next Halloween pre-records.
It's a good, it's a funny movie. Anyway, they're just kind of going through a couple of more levels. There's one where the door is open. He looks through and he sees himself in the tram, ignoring the cries for help, or at least that's what he thinks about, because he's just looking forward.
The opening door is in the game. I believe 2 of the doors I've seen open, and one time one of them opens and it doesn't open all the way so that you can walk through it. It just opens a little, and there's just this like blonde woman staring at you.
No.
I think that's in. I'll see if I can find which of my clips that's in, so we can show that. Yeah, you can keep talking though. It doesn't take me.
Well, he just kind of looks at that. It's just him contemplating about stuff. It's like, oh, level 6 now. Then he asks the child, oh, what you do when you get out of here? It's like, I want pizza with lots of cheese. And I was like,
based.
That's
Italian
relatable.
Food. Get yourself a nice pie. There you go.
And then he gets a little shell out of his pocket, like, here, that's for you. It's a charm. I was like, okay, thank you.
Conch shell, another Lord of the Flies reference.
Oh my god.
Sucks to your Asmar.
So they make it to the next one. I was like, everything is okay. But then, wee woo, big alarm going around. And remember the flooding we talked about earlier that he saw on his phone? Well, that's happening right now. Big old CGI flooding in the hallway.
Yeah, you also saw me get killed by it in the game and the footage at the beginning of the stream.
Very true. And the child falls like a fucking dumbass. I should say in horror trope Ville. That's a big one.
In a horror movie, sure of foot.
Yeah. So the flooding hits them both. So technically, that should just lead them back to where exactly they need to be to get to the next level. No comment on that?
Because it's an anomaly? Well, I mean, I guess in the game you would get reset to 0 because when you're hit by the flood, it kills you.
Yeah, but they both get hit by it, and he saves the child, and he gets flooded back, and he's clearly still alive. So I don't know if it was just grab the child, like, oh, it's gonna suck, but we're probably gonna end up where we need to be, because they turn around. The flooding comes from the way they need to exit if there's no anomaly. So I'm saying technically they should be just going to where they need to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, we see the vision hallucination time stuff, whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. We couldn't really decide earlier, and I don't know if we get
good timeline. The window into happiness, where he is a loving father.
Yeah, and there the boy is his child, and he gives him the charm as well, and he gives him a big hug, and then we go back to the hallway where he helps the child holding on to the exit 8 sign. I have no idea how he managed to do that. They were away from it. I don't think it makes a lot of sense logistically and in the way this. How did he get him up there? Essentially, that's not happening. That's what I'm saying.
Tossed him like a dwarf.
Just don't tell the elf. Not a
Just
word. So yeah, he gets slooshed away, and the child wakes up on the floor surrounded by debris, including a boat, a piano, and lots of other random shit. I don't know, the piano and the boat just stuck out to me because it's big stuff.
All right, I found the clip of the anomaly that I was looking for. Do you have like the file names handy? Like if I tell you what it ends with, because it's all the like,
is it the 09 or the 11 at the end?
10.
10? Oh, okay. I think I have that one.
And time code on it is 308, 309-ish.
Oh, that's still in the zip file.
We'll get to it, I guess. Yeah, you can start downloading and we can keep talking.
Wait, I don't even have 10. I have 5, 6, 7, 9.
Did I not? Okay, I can send you 10. Hold on.
And I have 3, 9, and 11. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no, 9, 11.
Here, I will send you a link to this specific one. Right. How's everybody's weekend going? So I fill time to not have dead air by doing the meme. And I realize that like now it might be to the point that there will be years that go by that no one can ask me how my weekend was without me being like, oh God.
Oh God. You also just said 6, 7, damn you. No!
Did I?
I don't know if it was me or you. I don't know. I think I said 6.
I didn't
7.
even realize I said it if I did, but again, that
well,
meme
it's because
is
it's just
fair.
the fucking way you count.
Yes, exactly. Those are sequential numbers. 6-9 being in a meme, at least, you know, like when that happens, like, oh, 69, what?
What?
420. I mean, they don't always go together, right?
Yeah.
Where 7 always follows 6 if you're counting. But yeah, I sent you the link.
Let me just download it in the back. And I mean, we're basically at the end of the movie anyway, so I can just get
That is true, yes. There's not too much to go.
Wait, that's 09 at the end. Oh, wait, did we look? I think we looked at different
really?
numbers.
I totally thought.
Yeah, I had that one.
2026 510 0. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the 09 at the end. I have that file already.
The wrong one? Oh, get the fuck out of here. No. Oh. You know what? I didn't upload that one. That's probably why. My fault. It was my fault all along.
Anyway, movie.
I'm uploading.
What are the oranges for? Anyway.
What do you think about that? Check this out.
Check this out. What a fucking loser.
If you don't know what we're talking about, first of all, you're lucky. Second of all, if you watch the June the King documentary on the quartering, it'll explain it in autistic detail.
Yeah. Anyway, the boy survived. He wakes up and he makes his way through level 7, which apparently has no anomalies. He goes around the corner and I guess he makes it out just fine.
Yeah.
But that's it for the child. He turns around one more time and he's the fuck out of here to get some juicy, juicy pizza.
Back to his own timeline.
Or just home. Who knows?
Yeah, quite possible.
And then we come back to our main protagonist, who is not wet at all. So I'm not sure what that means.
Different timeline.
Okay. I hate that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Fresh link.
I'm just saying, this could imply that he's been going through here again for another while, or the anomaly didn't actually make him wet or something. I don't know.
You know, that actually might make sense that if the kid, because the kid didn't get washed away and was able to like stay in that instance, he was just able to get to the exit quicker. Whereas if the protagonist died, quote, quote, from the water, got filtered back to 0, and then we just did a time jump, and in that time jump, he dried off.
Maybe. Water makes wet, anomalies don't. Oh, okay, fair enough.
But what makes dry?
Oh my god, is it a
air
fryer?
What if it's humid?
But But yeah, he checks more stuff and he makes just known anomalies. And he is at exit 8, which leads downstairs.
Actually, speaking of liquid, I actually do have to run to the washroom real quick. But so hopefully you're able to vamp in that time. I'll try to be fast though.
I'm not a vampire.
Vamp is an improvise. Learn English, German.
9. He spent one cycle just hanging out, all his clothes to dry. It's like, I'm just gonna chill here. Let me see what's up in chat here. I don't need quartering lore in my life. It's an alright watch. Even if you don't want to see it, I had quite enjoyed that June the King video. Will you do The Boys Season 5 review? Not on here, but I've been asked by Mauler if I want to watch Season 5. I haven't watched since Season 2, so I'm just going to watch Season 5 and join the lads on that when they do something with it. So, yeah. That's going to be funny, because I have no context for everything in between then, and I barely remember Season 1 and 2, so I just kind of join for the meme and watch it without context. Watch Season 3 at least? No, thank you. I'm alright. What's up for more? Said Mauler, as he does every week. I know, right? There was a supercut that came out last night though, where we played the Battlefront game. That was fun. I remember I forgot all of the the Yoda bit I did. Yoda being on Epstein's list. It was funny. On the list I am. F it, we ball metal every damn time. It happens when I don't even say it. All I want to do is start my goddamn spaceship, and then I explode for no reason. So rude. Or is everyone befriend Mauler, but all he does is inflict mental wounds? I don't know. Maybe I'm numb to it after 12 years or whatever it is now. Perhaps that's why your ships kept blowing up. Sith propaganda it is. Made that jumping down the hall was hilarious. I was zooming so fast, I just died. I would have finished the level if I wouldn't have killed myself with Vader there.
Alright, I've returned. Fuck it, we ballin'. Hopefully that doesn't make the stream explode, because I just said that.
Fuck it, we ball?
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
But I saw you were requested to watch Season 3 of The Boys. Season 3 of The Boys is not good, but Jensen Ackles as a, like, analog of Captain America, who's a big cokehead party guy, is kind of funny.
Nice. Well, I won't be watching. I'll just go straight to Season 5.
I don't even know if that character is alive at that point. I stopped after 3.
I stopped after 2, I'm pretty sure.
As entertaining as I found him, there was enough of that season that I was like, "Oh, this is terrible," that I did not want to continue.
Yeah. Well, we're now on the from what I've seen online about Season 5, we're now in this cycle where there's nothing more coming. So now people realize it's not gonna get better, or they're gonna close a hole of anything. So now it's like, oh, they ruined it now. It's like, okay. Anyway, well, our man-boy child, the child is out, it left the station, and now our main protag, the lost man, is doing the same. He is going down the stairs. He goes to a vending machine and just gets a water and just chugs it.
I appreciate that.
I just found it pretty fun, yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's probably what I would do. Especially because he did have water in his bag, and then like the bag was gone. So he doesn't seem to really care about an asthma inhaler at any point, but he immediately just like downs a bottle of water as if he hasn't had a drink in hours. And yeah, I probably would have done the same.
So yeah, he does that. He immediately calls the girlfriend. It's like, hey, I'm on my way now, and we're gonna decide together what we do. He even puts the earbuds in for the call, and he's back on the train, and the same scene happens as in the beginning of the movie. Everybody's on their phone. There's the lady on the train with a baby, and the middle-aged man yelling at her. But this time, the movie ends with him going in the direction of those two. We also hear like there's a stinger every time they go into a new hallway, which plays here as well. So I don't know if the implication is that this is like the final test for him in turning things around for himself or whatever.
He's entered the sequel, Train 8, where you have to interrupt a bunch of conflicts happening between people on the train, but some of them are fake.
Funny enough, I'm pretty sure there's an Anomaly game that is in a train like this.
Oh, okay.
I think I saw something like that.
If that is true, I was not aware of it, and I was just joking.
Well,
but
I don't even think it's from the same people, but I think someone made a game like this in a train. There's an Anomaly train game, yes. Okay, so there you go. But yeah,
I mean, I guess instead of just going to around the corners, you can just go to different cars of the train and decide to go back or forward. Like, yeah, I guess it's not a bad premise.
Yeah. But yeah, he goes and apparently helps the mother, and the movie ends.
Yeah.
And there we go.
He becomes a family man and a good father, and yeah, and things go nicely for him because he faced his demons.
Yeah. I mean, yes, overall it's like fine. Like I enjoyed it. It's nothing that's gonna go on my rewatch it forever and ever playlist, but you know, I think it did a pretty good job of what they had, added a little bit of story in there. Pretty thin characters, obviously. Just like, yeah, here's the conflict. The girlfriend is pregnant, and there's also like the overall dread of life, for lack of a better term. It's like, oh, there's floodings. Oh, there's some weird shit with genetics going on where they graft ears on rats and homelessness and stuff like that. Because he sees like stuff on the floor that looks like some homeless guy left it there between the locker and the ID booth. So it's like all these things that he's like aware of that maybe bother him, even if it's just subconsciously. It's like, oh god, there was like a flooding. Hopefully that doesn't happen to me. And this like all just comes back. And obviously the big thing is the decision if they should keep the child or not, right? So they kind of put this in here. We got a couple of these anomalies. And like if we go just by adaption standpoints, I mean, I already showed the comparison of the hallway from the game and the movie, which I think just looks really, really good. I think the camera work is really solid as well, the way they do it here. I think it's really cool. Yeah, you have the anomalies that show up in the game as well. They put those in here. I wish there would have been a couple of more, and maybe a couple of more spooky ones, I guess, because the only really spooky one is the guy following you around, and possibly I think the one where the lights go out could have been better. I think the CGI kind of ruined it.
Yeah, they hurt that scene. I think that like even simple ones like the one that I was mentioning scared me with like the one poster of the ghost woman.
Yeah.
Because the second I saw that, I was like it didn't jump scare me, but like I felt my heart like palpitate a little. I was like, oh god, that's fucking creepy. And I turned around and I'm just like, nope. It was one of those situations, and yeah, and although overall I think that it did do a good job adapting the game and expanding it into a story. I think it could have done a better job and maybe could have fleshed out the characters or made the conflicts a bit more interesting. But I think there's also a line to walk there of if you give too much, then it will kind of remove some of the mystery as you're trying to figure out what this guy's dealing with and what the different variables of it are. I think that throwing the kid into the mix and having it not be clear how he's there or how he exists or if there's like multiple timelines converging, I don't know if that helped the movie or made it more complex than they needed to be for what it was doing.
Hmm.
But I think that just movies like this that take place in one location and function primarily off a simple premise, they don't need to do that much to be effective. And I think that this movie benefited from that a lot because, like I said, I got to the end of this movie and I immediately wanted to play the game because I was like, I get the premise of this challenge and I feel like I could actually do better than the characters in the movie.
Yeah.
And it made me want to play through it. And like, and that's another benefit to, hey, this game was $4 Canadian. So I probably wouldn't have decided to immediately buy the game if this game was even like $40 or never mind 70 or 80 because like it definitely is not, it's not a game that you could ask that much for.
Yeah.
But like I've spoken a lot about the benefit of having video games be inexpensive and therefore being able to sell more copies, and I think that it would be a very, I feel like my reaction would probably be a pretty common one because when you have a horror movie where the premise is a game that can be easily understood by the viewer, giving the person the chance to take on that challenge themselves and having the barrier for entry being low, I think is a good call. And yeah, I guess I don't know, as Metal kind of mentioned, I don't know that I'd be like, oh, this is a movie that I want the 4K Blu-ray of, and I'm going to watch it once a year because it's one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. But it is also a horror movie that did not only function effectively on the basis of its mystery on a single watch. And I feel like if like I was talking to someone about bottle or like isolated horror movies that take place in one environment, I would probably sit through this again to be like, yeah, let's watch this one. It's kind of like that and it's neat.
Yeah, I think it's
Whereas there's
neat.
plenty of horror movies I've watched where the mystery of getting through the movie is the only reason to watch it. And once you find out that the mystery is actually not very satisfying, you're never going to want to watch it again. Whereas this one I thought was a pretty effective, small scale horror movie.
Yeah, and also, Anna Nielsen just pointed out, it's also addressing the common depressive notion in Japan, and I actually wanted to mention that in the beginning when I was talking about the phone. So thank you for the reminder. Life is just dull, repetitive, and mundane. That is, horror is just a heightened version of your daily reality. Yeah, because that's a thing I'm like aware of, that like you stay at the same company for like ever in Japan and like barely go up in status or in like income or something. So I'm aware of that thing, and the movie is made in Japan, so that would make a lot of sense. So yeah, thank you for reminding me of
The
that.
day is hell and the fun is in finding the difference between each day.
Yeah. Also, someone said the theory is that the train is an anomaly too, and the guy is still trapped in the purgatory. That would be mean. But I mean, as I said, they played a stinger, so there's a possibility. And he also saw himself in the train through the door, so maybe there's still some, time stuff going
Different
on.
timeline.
I'm not sure.
Different timeline of himself is trapped in the sequel.
But yeah, I think this is neat. I think it's worth a watch, for sure. I know if I don't know if I would rank it somewhere like a 4 or 5 overall. It's like fine. It's fine.
I think I might lean 6. I think that this was probably better than I thought it was going to be, and yeah, I mean I don't know. It might be like on a rewatch and picking apart more problems, I would drop it. But at the same time, this was not a movie where through the discussion of it, I was like, oh yeah, this movie's a piece of shit. And like it's like I don't know. I still think this is a movie that I'd recommend. That it's worth watching. Not incredible, but I also think it's not terrible. I think it might have actually just bumped up a little bit without the CGI rats. Like that, that is honestly probably the worst thing that's in the movie. And I think sadly, it's probably the thing they also spent the most money on, maybe aside from the actor. But yeah, I guess the big question
Backrooms does look better than this for sure. Like from the trailer alone, yeah.
It looks like a much higher budget movie that has more going on.
Also, yeah, I guess you wanted to go the Iron Lung comparison then. That sounded like you were winding up for that. Go ahead.
Well, just because a few people have asked, I think I'd probably lean Iron Lung. Although I would almost think that this would be an easier one to recommend. Like to someone that's just like, yeah, I just like horror movies. What's a horror movie I should watch? And I'd be like, well, do you mind reading subtitles? And if they say no, I might say this one. Where Iron Lung, I think I'd need to know more about what kind of movies the person likes.
Mm-hmm.
because this movie does have more characters. It has more locations isn't the right term for it. There's more motion. Like there's moving between environments, which kind of feels like progress, even if it is just one set that's looping over and over again. Where Iron Lung, it's you spend the entire time just in the submarine, with the exception of a couple like flashes to like flashbacks and stuff, and one, I guess, vision.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Iron Lung, I think I would probably want to own a physical disc of.
Yes.
Whereas
Which
this would be like,
Markiplier is actually working on, as far as I'm concerned. So
yeah.
that's probably going to happen at some point.
Whereas is this one, I don't know. Maybe like if I saw like a nice set for like a sort of, I don't know, probably not Criterion, but like Japanese equivalent, like if Toho put out like a nice disc of this, maybe I'd be like, I like that movie enough that I'd pick this up. But I think if it was just like basic Blu-ray copy, it was like, I don't know, $20, I'd be like, I don't know. Like I'll replay the game and watch it on my computer if I want to watch it.
I mean, I'm leaning towards Iron Lung because that horror speaks to me more. I think it's more creepy than something like this, at least to me.
Yeah, I think that's
it's
right?
more interesting as a
I
premise.
feel like Iron Lung is more suited to my taste, whereas I feel like Iron Lung could also is less marketable, I guess. Like marketable.
Markiplierable.
Yeah. So this one's an easier recommend, but I'd say Iron Lung's the better movie.
Yeah. Oh wait, what was the timestamp? Let me get that one anomaly.
308.
So we got the
308, 309. Like that's around where I walk by it.
308.
That was the one where I sent you. I was like, okay, I just ran into an anomaly I didn't see at all yesterday, and it was a creepy one.
Oh wait, I have the frame here. It's just kind of looking. I was like, hello. And there it is.
Yeah, I was like, oh God, who's that lady? What the fuck does she want?
What do you want? Fun stuff. But yeah, there it is. Exit 8. And well, I guess we can do a super chatteroonies.
Yes, you do have to watch exits 1 through 7 first, otherwise you won't get it.
Yeah.
But the 8th one is the strongest film. Much like Fast and the Furious. I don't think I've seen the 8th Fast and the Furious, come to think of it.
I'm still waiting for the EFAP guys to tell me they're going to do an arc on that so I can watch it with them, because I'm not going to watch it by myself.
Like, aren't they like up to 10 now?
Oh, it's so many. It's so fucking many, dude. Anyway, super chats. Let's see here. We got $10 from Slumpy. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Hey Metal, the hit game Mixtape is on PC. Oh joy! It is the best game ever since all the game journals have rated it 10 out of 10. Can't wait for you guys to forge that next week. No!
Yeah, I mean, we briefly touched on it, but like, I mean, for all I know, I haven't played it, so like, it might actually be good. But just everything I've seen of it is like the clips I've seen have been either game journalists gushing about how it's a masterpiece, or just the most dull-looking gameplay I've ever seen. And I don't know if it's just one of those things that you got to get into the vibe of it and then you understand, but I'm also not nearly interested in enough to buy it, so I don't know. That might be one that sweeps this year's Game Awards and has most of the people who actually play video games being like, okay.
Bold of you to assume you will be invited battle. That's true. I've been replaced by Platoon and Nicholas DeRoyo, and now I guess it's Jova for me.
There you go. I think one of the weirdest things I saw about it was a tweet, granted, so it might not have any grounding at all, but someone said this is like High Fidelity, the game, and I was like, nothing I've seen of this game looks anything like the movie High Fidelity.
Yeah.
Like, there's no skateboarding or running from shit in High Fidelity at all. High Fidelity actually is also not about being a teenager, which Mixtape appears to be about.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it looks shit. That's my take on that.
High Fidelity is a good movie, though.
As I said, this is a game I'll play on an incentive. That's one of those games. Speaking of, you haven't been on a live one in a while, Metal. Very sus. I've been invited to two in the last couple of weeks, and I declined because I was busy. Yeah, I don't need them, those bastards.
The Project Hail Mary one. That wasn't that long ago.
Well, I wasn't on that one, but
Yeah, sucker.
being mocked by Marc. Damn it. Metal's just afraid he'll explode randomly. Who knows what happens when I'm around Mauler? He'll get exploded.
He says, "Fuck it, we ball," and then that's how metal spontaneously exploded.
People sus with the $2. Thank you very much. Get the Fab Lads on soon. Also, Pixar streams one. I try to invite them all the time, and they always cover the same shit we do, and they don't double dip. Yeah. That's the problem.
We ran into that problem as we're planning the Bond Forge. Apparently, I guess maybe I'm spoiling their plans for Bond, but
yeah.
Pixar. We're working on a Bond stream, though. Don't worry.
I mean, I'm not against Pixar's Strimbuses. They have some good movies.
Yeah. WALL-E and Incredibles, I think, are both phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like two of probably the best movies in the CG kids movie genre.
Maybe they think they're too cool for you, Metal. They can't handle my massive arms now that I go to the gym. That's probably why.
Yeah, mogging out.
It's not a spoiler. Mala said they were probably going to cover the Bond game already. Oh, well, there you go.
I mean, like, it was one of those things that as I was saying it, I realized I didn't want to step on that because I wasn't sure if it was privileged information or not. But, yeah.
Also, yes, I have seen Project Hail Mary. I liked it a bunch. I think it's really good.
Yeah, good movie. Gosling in space.
But I just watched it by myself like a little lonely boy.
I guess technically I watched it by myself too. I just spoke about it with other people the next day.
I don't believe you have massive arms. Could you put up a live screen that shows? Funny enough, I actually did one flex on my last stream. You can actually see them there. Because we were talking about DSP doing this random flexing all the time. And then I just did that myself.
Things have been on like field exercises, like doing medic stuff for the last couple of weeks. You'd think that would be like because more physical activity through the day and therefore I'm in better shape. But because I don't have my regular lunch time where I normally go to the gym and lift weights, I'm actually like less defined now than I normally am, even though I've been doing much more intense physical work outside, which is strange. I'm getting that functional strength and losing my glamour muscles.
Nice. We got 2 super chats in a row from Sty Games, both 5 Canadian. Thank you very much. The first one says, a team of talented individuals just released a PC port of Twilight Princess. We talked about this in the beginning, yes. Which got fully decompiled, making the port possible. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna save that for when I want to do my Twilight Princess playthrough. For sure.
Yeah, I'll post the link that I posted earlier. It was just my tweet on it, but if you follow the thread below it, you'll find the link to the decompile port, and then you just gotta legally, of course, acquire a ROM of Twilight Princess, and then decompile it, and it's a beautiful PC port. You can play it at 4K, 120 FPS, all sorts of quality of life options that you can toggle or leave off. Yeah.
Metal impliedly touches grass like those EFAP dweebs. Did you see how much shit they cover? There's no way they leave their houses. No one even ever goes to the gym. Yeah, fuck those EFAP guys. I hate all of them.
I've not been going to the gym because my work has been making me touch grass against my will.
No! I quit. And then the other one is, I was spoiled on the part of this movie where the protagonist said, it's accident time, before he exited the building 8 times. That was my favorite part of the movie.
Great line. Just really, really had all the themes come together in that one line of dialogue. It was amazing.
Yeah. Truly cinema. Slumpy of the $5. Not one mention of Mother's Day. Metal really does hate women, shaking my head. True. Yeah, I guess if you're in German lands or Canada lands, it is Mother's Day. So,
is it not in America?
Somewhere the Mother's Day is different, I'm pretty sure. Right?
Australians have moms, right? Was
No.
Fringy just
Did you
forced
see
of
them?
the goo?
They only have kangaroos and goo.
Oh. Well, kangaroos have pouches that they carry babies in. Those are the mothers that do that, right? Do male kangaroos have pouches? Do all of them do? Or is it just the females? I don't even know. Don't know much about raccoons.
A raccoon.
No, the kangaroos, God.
Mom's Day here in the US too. Which day was I thinking of? Is Father's Day on a different day?
I don't know.
Because I almost didn't call my mom because I thought it was like the other Mother's Day. But maybe I also switched that up. Maybe I just cocked it up completely.
I called my mom the moment I woke up, to the point that when she answered, she's like, "Are you sick? You sound congested." I was like, "No, I'm just waking up."
No, I just woke up. I just want to get this over with so I don't forget.
Love you, Mom. You're a great lady. Thanks for forging me in your womb.
Yeah.
Speaking of forge today, 11 a.m. Eastern.
I think it's different in England. Oh, it's the UK peeps that's different. Okay. Whatever. Call your moms. It doesn't matter if it's Mother's Day or not. Call your moms.
That's true, yeah. It's never a bad time to call your mom and say, "Hey, you brought me into this world. You're a good lady."
Yeah. Then we got $2 Canadian from Sty again. Can you play a lot of Ring PS4 and Xbox One? No!
I was correct. Male marsupials do not have pouches. Nailed it.
Oh, nice one.
So kangaroos do have moms.
And then another 2 Canadian from Sty. Thank you very much again. Also, Minish Cap Decom PC port came out today too. I never played Minish Cap. Is that any good?
I don't know. I've never played it either.
That's,
but I mean, we
that's
can play it on PC.
Is that a DS one?
Game Boy Advance. I want to
Advance?
say.
Okay.
No, DS was the not Phantom Hourglass. Phantom Hourglass. Is that it? Spirit Tracks and Phantom Hourglass. I want to say.
Right.
For the DS games, the ones that you had to play with the stylus.
All right. Well,
Minish Cap, I think, was Game Boy Advance. It might be Game Boy Color.
All right. Then we got 2 from Jackson Voorhees. Metal, are you wearing that negligee I like? I don't know. Maybe I do.
Wow, this stream took a turn.
And we got another 5 Canadian from Sty. Thank you very much. Is it called Exit 8 because you have to exit 8 times? Or because exiting turns you 8 years old? Or because there's 8 exits? It's probably one of those. I'm not sure.
Because that's the origin of the kid. He was the walking man when he walked in. He walked up those stairs and became the boy.
He is John Exit.
Game Boy Advance for Minish Cap.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
And another one from Sty, 2 Canadian. Thank you very much. Can you play the Morbius game on Nintendo DS? It is Morbin time somewhere in the world right now, so maybe I will.
Is there actually a Morbius game on Nintendo DS?
I hope not.
Well, I mean, I would assume it wouldn't be based on the movie, because that movie definitely came out after they were making Nintendo DS games. But I mean, Morbius is a character that's been around for a long time. So
release it again. We were all busy that one weekend. That was the meme, right?
The Spider-Man animated series is where I first learned of both Blade and Morbius, and I think it might have been in the same episode. Or same arc, at least. Where it's like Morbius makes himself when he's trying to like do some stuff, and then Blade goes to hunt him. And Spider-Man's like, "No, he's a good boy."
Yeah. It was also true. We were all busy that weekend. Yeah. Not watching Morbius.
Yeah. I have seen Morbius. I watched it in preparation for our Madam Web episode.
Oh boy. I still haven't seen that. I mean, I'm doing my rewatch still. I'll get there eventually. I need to get back. I was busy with other things. I need to still start phase 2.
There's a bit of fun Matt Smith stuff in it, but most of the Jared Leto stuff sucks, and that is the majority of the movie.
Yeah. Well. Well, those were all the super chats. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much, everybody. You rule.
And, well. Marc, you got anything to update the good folks at home in the chat?
I guess no, not really. I've still got some things I'm taking care of over in my real life here, and I've also been like not living in the field because I'm coming home at night and for the weekends, but I've been doing a lot of military field work lately. So most of my days when I finish it, I barely have the energy to play a video game. I just kind of like lie down and watch HBO crime series because I finished The Wire and now I'm on to The Sopranos. But rewatch of The Sopranos. I've seen Sopranos before. But I've made it to season 3 in the past week because I basically just feed the dogs, shower, fall into bed, turn on Sopranos, and then just keep watching it until I pass out, essentially.
Nice.
So yeah, not a lot going on. But hey, I mean, the Steam controller is arriving tomorrow. Hopefully by the time I get home from the field. And yeah, so maybe next week I'll talk about that because I don't think we've decided exactly what we're doing, but that is one thing that I will probably tell you about, whether or not it is worth doing the, you know, reservation process that's currently happening on for Steam controllers.
Very good. Also, Sty sent another two Canadians just saying it's fortune time. It sure is. It sure
Yeah,
is.
hooray. It definitely is. And no, Cataran, I do not have to wear campaign time. I'm mostly just waiting around for basic training recruits to be like, Doc, I have blisters. Can you take a look at them? And then I take a look at them, throw some tape on them and stuff, give them some polysporin in case they burst, and call it a day. But we
Mando
did have
movie
one.
coverage, yay or nay? Ooh, that's a good question. I mean, I'll be watching it because I've watched all the other stuff, and this is probably going to be a train wreck.
I
Uh,
mean, if you don't want to cover it on Forge, I'm okay with not watching it. But I assumed we were. Like I figured that
yeah.
like MC Star Wars, like those are the things that I have to watch whether I want to
I
or
mean,
not.
I'll 100% watch it because I'm definitely going to do like a rando flim flam on it one way or another. I guess I'll decide if I want to do a full Forge episode on it, but we'll see. It kind of depends
Yeah.
if I'm also doing if the EFAB lads do anything with it because I was on all the other Mando stuff with them doing that. So we'll
Yeah, I
see.
think
I don't know if I want to
no,
cover it 7 times. That's pretty much the reason why.
I would bet there's zero chance that EFAP is not covering the Mandalorian and
Yeah,
Grogu
I'll
movie.
be surprised.
Yeah, but I can't believe I'm actually at a point of like 30 years ago, if you told me I would be talking about a Star Wars movie coming out that I'm like, oh God, I wish I could just not go see that and
Hmm.
hoping no one makes me go see it, I would have called you a liar, but here we are.
Yeah. Also, we will be talking about the back rooms 100%. We'll be doing a forge
Oh
on
yeah.
that shiz.
Yeah, that movie and the Resident Evil one, I actually do want to see. Like as much
Right.
as the Resident Evil one has its lore discrepancies that people are upset about, I do think the trailer looks like it could still be a pretty good movie. Likewise with Backrooms, but yeah, Mandalorian. Honestly, even Avengers Doomsday, I'm like, oh god, like I'll see him if I have to, but realistically, I don't think there's any chance either of them are going to be good. So yeah, but
That's really
Aaron, actually,
thoughtful.
go. I think towards the beginning of our Pragmata stream from last week, we do a big talk about the Resident Evil trailer. But overall, I think it looks like a good movie. I don't think anything about it really looks explicitly Resident Evil, but I still think that it might be worth watching as like just hey, zombie action mutant thing horror movie. Let's see how this goes.
Well,
And
well.
here's hoping I'm at least correct about that. But I guess
Yeah.
there's all things that it's like, oh yeah, now it turns out it ties into Resident Evil in a bunch of really cool ways that are solid and hold up. But I don't think that's happening. So I think the best we can hope is, yeah, that it just is an entertaining film on its own merits.
Yeah, well, as for me, I'll probably do another one or two look outside streams on my second playthrough, which is a spoilery playthrough. So just having some fun there, seeing some more of the great dialogue and writing and that. So having some fun with that. Also, currently the plan is the supercut that Joe Danger graciously put together over the last couple of months is probably going to come out on Friday, unless
Hooray.
anything happens. It's going to be 6.5 hours long. So make some time if you want to. It's going to be a long one. It's the Dustborn Forspoken in one go. It's going to be one big one. So if anything happens that it won't happen, I'll let everybody know. So yeah, that should be fun. That should be fun to watch. Other than that, we'll obviously do a forge on something, I guess. We'll see what that's gonna be. Also, I
I've got
figured out
movies
that
I could suggest,
on
but
Thursday this week, I actually have a holiday.
oh
So
my.
I wonder if I could get some people together for a gaming stream. But actually, no, it's only German holiday, so probably can't even get them. I don't know. I was just thinking about it if I
Wait,
can do it.
I was about to say, are there any other Germans
Yeah, I was
like
just
in our sphere of YouTube? I
I
can't
just
think of one. To
I
be
just
honest.
thought of that. It's like, oh, maybe it's not even. Maybe then. But then also, episode 200 of the Forge is quickly approaching, so that's definitely going to be
Oh wow.
a part A one, I would assume.
Yeah, I guess we're 2 months away from 200 episodes.
Yeah.
Holy hell. Probably more like 130 for me or so, but like, I'm still
Yeah.
the co-host at the time of 200.
But yeah, things are happening. I'm editing the MCU Phase 1 Ramble. That's going to come out at some point. And I'm just doing my rewatch, or continue my rewatch of Phase 2 then. So, yeah. Things are going on in the background. It's just all needs to be done, and that always takes time. Yay!
Yay.
Any case, apparently Mahler's short film is actually releasing over on the Mahler or Mueller channel. I actually don't know on which one, but you can watch that if you'd like.
Oh, today?
Yeah, in 5 minutes apparently.
Oh, well.
I don't know if I have time to watch it immediately, but it's on the Mueller channel. Okay, it's on the Mueller channel. Let me see. So yeah, go check that shit out. I haven't seen it yet, actually. I didn't see like any early thingy of it, or he sent me anything. So I have. It might be poopy, but then I would be very sad. So I hope it. I assume it's going to be good. No, I'm probably going to watch it tomorrow because I am probably going to play some video games here soon. Yeah. Go check that out. But with that said, I'll be back with a stream sometime this week. And if not, I'll see you all on the Forge on the Sundays. And yeah.
I'll be patching up recruits and hoping that I don't have to have any nights where I'm home super, super late. But yeah, that's going to be my week. Wish me luck, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi, Rocky. You're a good puppy.
But yeah, thanks for hanging out. We're out of here. Enjoy the rest of your day and call your moms. Goodbye.
Yeah. Love you, Mom.